These goddamn Errol Spence fans, man. Goddamn Errol Spence fans done sabotaged me, man. These Errol Spence fans done sabotaged your boy Mike, man. Yeah, how about now, man? How about now? Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. Yo, 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 yo. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What up, people? Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to another edition of Mike on Sports. I'm your host. I go by the name of Mike Grouse, man. Big ups to that 501 and that 317. Y'all know how I get down, baby. Little Rock, Indianapolis, I'm back, she back, they back, we back, he back, you back. And we in the motherfucking building, man. Yes, sir. What I told you, man. What I told you, man. What I told y'all, man. What I told you, man. Oh, we got a caller already? We got a caller already? Hold on, let me open that Skype up, 313. Give me a second, 313. I got you. I got you, 313. I just gotta open my Skype up. You mind? I 313. 313, call back in. 313, you call back in. I got you, man. I ain't got time to start the show. They calling in already, y'all. They calling in already, Mike. They calling in already, man. We want to talk about Bud today. Man, they calling in already, Mike. They calling in already, Mike. They calling in already, Mike. They ready for it. Call back in, 313. I got you, brother. 313, you call back in. I got you. I ain't going to run off. I ain't going to run off. I ain't going to run off like Earl. I ain't gonna run off like Earl did. It won't be no Errol Spence run. I'm not gonna run off like Earl did. He don't want the smoke. He don't want the smoke. 313, you call back in. I got you, big dog. I got you, big dog. Yo, Earl. Yo, Earl, where you going, baby? Where you going, baby? We ain't done with you yet, nigga.
The other welterweight champion.
Errol don't want no parts of that.
Errol Spence, the other welterweight champion.
Errol don't want no parts of that.
Oh no, gotta go.
Errol Spence, the other.
Oh no, gotta go. Oh no, gotta go. Oh no, gotta go. I gotta go right now. I gotta go right now. I gotta go right now. Hey, where you going, Earl? We want you there to celebrate with us, man. We gonna show you what a man down really mean. We gonna show you what man down really mean. Yeah. Yeah, we gonna show you what man down really mean. We gonna show you what man down really mean, Earl. Yeah. Yeah. Where you going, Earl? And we gotta leave. Oh man. Oh, don't leave, Earl. Earl. I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. If you don't like me, you definitely not gonna like me today. You definitely not gonna like me today. Oh man. Gotta put a little fury in my cup. Put a little fury in my cup. D Nice. Nah, D Nice. Nah, D Nice, you better than that, D Nice. D Nice, nuh-uh. You better than that, D Nice. You a real one, D Nice. I ain't gonna take your call, D Nice. Hell nah. I'm not taking no call from D Nice. Let these motherfuckers know what it is, D Nice. Let them bring your ass aboard, D Nice. Let these motherfuckers know what it is, D Nice. I don't want you to call in. I want them to feel you. I want them to hear you. I want them to see your goddamn echo chamber going like that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, the little circle that be talking and shit. Come on, D Nice. You better than a call. You been here since day one. You know what I'm saying? You been here since day one, D Nice. You ain't no goddamn flip-flopping ass nigga. You ain't been years exit and shit. What's going
You
on?
already know. Hey, it's a beautiful day in the boxing world today, man. I tell you.
Oh man, the sun out, birds are chirping, dogs are barking, Earl still running. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
You know, from here on out, I got to get the Spence up out of here, man. Shit getting hot.
I gotta call him Earl Gump.
Earl Gump.
Earl Gump, man. I ain't seen a nigga move that fast and goddamn me Tom Hanks.
Oh shit! I told you wasn't nothing faster than a Pume, man. Ain't nothing faster than a Pume. You hear that motherfucker nigga take hauling ass.
Why you think Earl did that though, man?
He was. I think it truly surprised him, man. I truly don't believe he thought it was gonna go that way. And I think his intentions for being there was for the upset. Had Porter won, I think he would have gotten that ring. He would have made the rematch and all that old good shit. I think it would have panned out just that way. But Kenny Porter stopping that fight rubbed people the wrong way because they like, man, fucking Crawford was supposed to lose, and Kenny, you got in the fucking way. But what Kenny did was save his motherfucking son from being the meme of the day and from taking serious damage.
Mm-hmm.
Sean Porter was seriously hurt after that second knockdown. If anybody went back and watched that replay, he stumbled trying to get up that first time.
Mm-hmm.
And Porter and Kenny Porter seen it. He's like, oh no, y'all ain't about to do my boy like that. Fight was over. Power was gone. Strategy was gone. Game plan out the window. Now it's balls to the wall, and you can't match him in this firefight. And everything that this fight was predicated on was Porter being stronger and more bullyish in the ring, and we seen that wasn't the case. He hit him with the LeBron. He's too small.
Yeah, man. That like I never had a worry about the strength and the dude being a bigger man. I know most people don't think nothing of this man. But one thing this nigga is, he's a fucking Brahma bull, and he come to goddamn me rough you up, and that's Jeff Horn. Crawford never looked in trouble against Jeff Horn. Maybe Jeff don't have the skill level of Sean, but nigga, they reckless like a motherfucker. Both of them reckless. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I knew that and really I gotta give credit to Paulie Malignaggi, because he's the one that brought it up. He was like, man, I would be worried if I ain't seen the fucking Jeff Horn fight. All that tough house and rough house tactics and shit, that ain't gonna do nothing. And honestly, it didn't do anything last night. Like Sean was landing some clean shots without doing that. It's when it really, if you want to be honest with it, it's when he started doing that he got in trouble.
That's exactly what happened.
When he started coming in with his head down and Bud started landing them goddamn straight lefts or looping lefts or uppercut lefts, I'm like, okay, round 8, he had Sean with a straight left, or round 7, he had Sean with a straight left before the bell. But like Sean took that motherfucker like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and walk to the corner. You know? So I know it's 4 seconds left. I'm gonna go ahead and walk to the corner and get my bearings right. So
did you see that?
Yeah, hell yeah. Come on, man.
The round wasn't even over. He said, man, listen, I'm gonna go sit down, man, for a second.
Goddamn, bro, you hit me with a goddamn sledgehammer. But anyway, so it's like when Bud started landing those shots, and then the uppercut was just a thing of beauty, bro. Like,
man,
that like his punch placement and his accuracy on his punches is on a whole nother level, man. Like he literally just broke Sean Porter down last night, man.
Yeah, Mike, do you know they calling that first knockdown a flash knockdown?
What?
The first one in the 10th.
What you mean?
They calling it a flash knockdown. They trying to compare it to the Adrian Broner knockdown.
Well, if that's a flash knockdown, then I guess the one Earl knocked him down was a flash knockdown.
Right, and it wasn't, because the one that Earl hit him with shook his world up, and that first one that Crawford hit him with shook his world up.
And
that second knockdown, he was hurt, man. He was hurt bad.
If y'all gonna do that, if they gonna do that, then they need to compare knockdowns. Like who had the cleaner knockdown?
Right, yeah.
Like goddamn me, Sean nigga then bent his back backwards to try to keep his balance up. You know what I'm saying? Against Bud, he couldn't bend shit. If he would have been one way, he was gonna lean over that way. Against Earl, he got dropped, got back up, slammed his hand together and told Earl, "Come on, let's go." Shit, he ain't tell Bud that shit last night.
Definitely didn't. Definitely didn't. Mike, this was Porter after the second one. He was giving you some of this right here.
Yeah.
You want to continue?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to continue. Yeah, I want to continue. Yeah,
I
want to continue.
I got it, Daddy, come on. Daddy, come on. Bring my fucking in, nigga. And real quick, man, let's get to this little audio that we got from last night with Sean Porter in the ring. And Kenny Porter too. Kenny, man, like I understand, I really do. I understand. But some shit ain't meant for the public.
Right.
Some shit meant to stay in the house, man. Some shit meant to be between me and you, nobody else. Like they don't even know that Sean didn't do what he needed to do. You can be like, bro, he was just end up with a better finisher, man, a better dude, a better man. Like I'm not trying to have my son talking all crazy and shit in 20 years, slurring with his words in 20 years. But before we do that, we got a call coming in from 917, but he hung up. All right, let's see what we got.
Obviously, not the way you wanted the fight to end. What are your thoughts on your father stopping the fight?
No, he's doing what he knows he needs to do. I didn't expect that. We'd never had a conversation about that. We just kind of always had a unspoken understanding that if he sees what he needs to see, he's going to do what he did. I didn't expect it.
Did you feel that you were in a condition to continue in this fight?
Yes. The punch that he was catching me too clean, and I think that's what my dad saw. I saw it, I felt it, and I just think that my timing was a little off. Great fighter over there. He's a dynamite dude, in and out of the ring. Congratulations.
It was a typical Sean Porter fight. It was competitive. The judges had it very close until the stoppage came in the 2 knockdowns. But you are the only man who has been in the ring with every welterweight of consequence, every welterweight champion of this era. Where do you place Terrence Crawford?
I knew you'd ask who's the best out of everybody I've been in the ring with. There's no doubt that man, I think, hit me more than anybody I've been in the ring with. He was on point, A through Z. The competitor in me, man, won't stop looking at him, wanting to fight him again. He's that good that I want to do it again. Congratulations, but
what makes him special?
Damn. Hey, I ain't been hit by nobody that many times in my career. he ain't said, but he said, like, bro, that dude right there, man, I don't know what the fuck y'all been feeding them in Omaha, but God, he put some paws on me, man. He ain't do that. Daddy ain't do that. Earl ain't do that. Bud did that, bro. Bud, like, and we gotta quit the selective shit, man. Everybody saying before the fight, man, this is gonna be Bud toughest challenge, man. Sean a real dick, man. Sean, man. He this, he that. He don't lay down, Mike. He ain't, man. He stopped. Bud ain't stopping no Sean, man. Bud, nah, Sean don't get stopped. That's what everybody was saying before the fight. Now after the fight, you telling me people making up excuses about it being a flash knockdown and Kenny Porter to blame, and man, Kenny Porter got a job to do. Y'all don't love Sean Porter.
at all.
Y'all don't
That's
y'all don't give a fuck about Sean Porter, man. The man go out there, put his goddamn talents on display, and y'all goddamn me make fun of him after the goddamn Errol Spence fight. Oh yeah, Sean couldn't sell out damn barbecue. Y'all ain't do that shit. Come on, man. Now y'all want to change come next year. Niggas change like the motherfucking weather outside. I'm telling y'all.
I'm telling you, they don't be happy until one of them dudes go out unconscious, man, on their back or on their face. That's what suffices to them. And anybody who was being objective seen that Sean Porter was in a world of trouble, and his daddy knew it. He like, nah, man, we can't keep doing this.
And then we'll get shit like what happened, God forbid, to Adonis Stevenson, Maxim, what about the guy named Maxim Adedishev? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a fine line. It's a fine line in the sport of boxing, man. More so than any other sport. You know what I'm saying? Because in the UFC, a nigga fall to the ground, you can get on top of him and beat the shit out of him and make the ref and wave it off. In boxing, he get 10 seconds, no matter if he concussed, no matter if he got them days, and we know a fighter gonna be a fighter and he gonna want to fight. Kenny Porter's like, nah, bro, you got kids, you got a career after this boxing. You know what I'm saying? You got money to be made down the line. I don't want to see my son get beat up by a dude that I know. When he smelled blood in the water, it's not a better finisher in boxing than Terrence Crawford.
No, not at this point.
I mean, he simply goes out there and gets guys up out of there when he got you hurt. No matter who you are, what weight class. If you were hurt from 135 to 140 and Bud been goddamn in the ring with you, you ain't made it out. You ain't made it out the ring. You ain't made it, simple as that. You ain't made it out the ring. And that's
Mike,
go ahead.
Did you see the footage with what I want to say it was Fight Hype when they was leaving the arena with Spence, and one of the reporters asked him like 2-3 times, so what up with that Crawford fight?
Champ side.
The shit out that man.
Yeah, champ side. Champ side.
Yeah,
hey, what's the biggest obstacle in that Bud fight? Do you want to fight Bud? Do you want to fight Bud? Do you want to fight Bud next? I thought Earl said tune up for the guys who ain't sure themselves.
Yeah, well, he should go ahead and get a tune up.
No. He said he don't need one. He want to fight champions next. Fight Bud.
That's like the alcoholic when he say he's not an alcoholic.
Come on, D Nice, man. Who that? Come on, man. Like, y'all gotta quit that. I know. Look, man gonna live his life, but I ain't gonna like last night. I ain't see him drunk. He ain't look drunk.
And I ain't saying he's drunk, but it's the same premise. Everybody can clearly see a certain person, and this is not a shot at Spence, just an analogy, that you have an alcohol problem. But the alcoholic himself doesn't feel like he has a problem, so he can't even recover yet because he hasn't admitted to his fault.
So what's
that's it?
So what is Spence's problem though? Like what? Like I'm not understanding. Like what is Spence not admitting to?
That he needed to get a tune up before he jump in with the baddest man in 147.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's that false bravado. That's what you could call toxic masculinity because it's a hindrance to yourself.
I'm not an alcoholic, but I'm not. I got you. I'm not an alcoholic. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I need another.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're not leaps and bounds above fighters in the past.
Nigga.
You know what I'm saying? You've been out. You coming off an injury. Get you a tune up.
I'm starting to think that Spence ain't what we thought he was, bro.
It's starting to be that way. It's definitely starting to appear that.
I'm looking at Danny Garcia. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Bud, stop it, Danny.
Oh yeah, he can fight.
Bud gonna stop Danny. Bud gonna stop whoever. Mikey Garcia. Mikey, where you at? Mikey, where you at, nigga? We want Mikey Garcia next. Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. If Eric can fight him, we can fight him.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, we want Mikey Garcia next. No, what we're gonna bring up? Who fought at 135 before? That we can bring up. Gary Russell, what's up, nigga? You ready?
Hey. It's tanked out. They got two.
Look, D.
They got an opponent in common that they whooped on, which is Sean Porter.
Look, D. Leonard Allaby was there last night, man. Leonard was there last night, man. Last thing Leonard want to do is put taking the ring with that nigga right there.
I mean, I figured since they both whooped on Porter,
Man.
they had that in common.
Man, that nigga Tank had on motherfucking face masks and shit fighting Porter. Doesn't have on nothing, man. And I don't understand like boxing fans, right? We scream about, oh, Deontay ain't got no skill, but he knocked niggas out, and folks love that. Oh, Floyd ain't got no knockout power in the later part of his career. But people love the sweet science, the sweet science, the sweet science. You get a dude who gives you both.
Oh.
So shows you how to box, shows you how to cut down the distance, show you how to hit and not get hit, but also shows you that you ain't gotta be just a boxer. You ain't gotta just know the sweet sign. You can't you can put power behind that sweet sign. And I'm looking at Terrence Crawford. I'm looking at Terrence Crawford last night. I'm looking like, are y'all sure he started at 135 and not Sean?
Man, that's crazy.
Cause he looked like he looked like that. I ain't gonna lie to you. The man looking like Jerron Ennis in that motherfucker, man. I'm like, damn, is Jerron that much bigger than Bud? Cause it don't look it no more. It don't look. Cause Bud, his shoulders, his got to be on, like all that shit is not lanky and skinny like how it was at 135. Like he really done filled out really good.
Yes, he did.
And I mean, oh man.
Now it's purely based off a skill base now because the narrative of him being too small or too light in the ass, that shit out the window. That shit out the window right now. Ain't nobody buying that no more.
Man, speak on it, D-Night, cause nigga, what Earl say? Nigga, I'm gonna stop you too light now. Hold on, whatever. You know I got the video, got to be tuned up.
Don't talk to him.
Tell your nigga to be quiet.
Talk to me.
Well,
Don't
tell
talk
your
to
nigga to be
him.
quiet.
Talk to me.
Tell your nigga to be
Talk
quiet.
to me.
Tell your nigga to be
All right,
quiet.
now you talking to me.
Tell your nigga to be
Back
quiet.
to what we was talking about.
Whatever.
Try that body
It
shot
don't matter.
shit.
I'm gonna stop you. Easy. I'm gonna stop you easy. That shit gonna be easy
Hey,
work.
I'm
I promise
solid.
you.
I'm
It don't
solid
matter.
as a
I'm
rock.
gonna knock you. We seen you get wobbly leg. We seen you get wobbly.
But then
leg.
what?
We seen you.
After that.
It don't matter.
After that.
Wait till I hit you.
Wait till I hit you.
Sorry.
You gonna look like Benavidez. You.
He had one leg.
You gonna look like
He had
that
one
with one
leg.
leg.
He had one leg.
I'm gonna make
one
you
leg.
do the stanky leg.
What you want to bet on that?
What you want to bet
We
on?
can bet 100,000 on that.
Let's bet $1 million.
Easy.
Let's bet
We
$1
can bet
million. You getting that
Easy.
money, right?
Easy. Let's bet $1 million. Easy. What are you talking about? There it goes. We're talking crazy. He got his number.
Well, let me
He got his number.
Let me tell you.
I ain't got no offers
Let
for
me-
y'all.
The smartest thing you can do is to stay away from Terrence. That's the smartest thing.
You're a legendary promoter. I like that.
No lie. I can appreciate Errol Spence taking Bob Arum's advice.
Me too.
Cause since that moment in time, he ain't looking like he want to fight Terrence Crawford, man. Like the man literally ran out the building last night. Like, what are we talking about, man? Like you couldn't do no interviews with no big time YouTube channels or even with ESPN about a potential fight with Terrence Crawford. Like you just ran out the building. Like I don't get that, man. Like where you going? Where you going, Earl? Let's go ahead and set this up. Let's make this the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. And instead, he smiled and he run out. But he the same dude that said he don't want no tune-ups coming back. He want to fight champions coming back. This ain't no champion move right here to me, dog. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all being real, y'all say AJ be holding belts hostage. Oh, AJ don't want to fight Wilder. He holding the belts hostage over in England. What Earl doing? What Earl doing?
Hey, Mike.
What's up?
Realistically speaking, What's Spence's next fight?
A tune-up.
Yeah, I agree.
Or Al might try to do Kiefer solid and throw Kiefer in there with his ass off a three-year layoff.
That's a tune-up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a pay-per-view, but it's also a tune-up. But and being real, like shit, real let me be out the range shit a long time too. And I mean, honestly, if you PBC, if you can't make the Ugas fight, that's the fight to make. That's the fight to make. Because I mean, I know y'all don't want to fight Bud, so I mean, I'm not even gonna put that kind of pressure on PBC and Errol. I'm not. It's cool with me. Like they ain't like these dudes ain't like Errol showed us his body language last night. He showed her what it was. He came there for one reason, and D-Nice is absolutely right when he says it. He came there to see a upset. He came there to point and tell everybody Terrence not as good as I thought it was. See, I dropped Sean because Terrence could even drop him. Guess what, Earl? We stopped him. Yeah, we stopped him. Some you ain't done when since when? Danny ain't get stopped. Sean ain't get stopped.
Campo. No,
okay.
What's his name? Peterson.
Mike ain't get stopped. You know what I'm saying? Like none of these do. Like I'm telling y'all right now, man. We might. I think Bud got a bounty for that chain. That man down chain. That's really our chain. You know what I'm saying? Like, he that shit, bro. You take it off, man. Nigga. You ain't had a man down, and I don't know how long. The man just simply left the building last night like Elvis. Elvis have left the fucking building. What are we doing? Like, what are we saying? This the dude that y'all think that was gonna get it done? Come on, man. Come on, man. He ain't even got enough to stick around and answer questions, bro.
Mike, I was convinced that Spence couldn't win after the Porter fight. When I seen the way he handled that task, I'm like, Crawford gonna be a bit too much, man. He's too accurate. He's faster. He's more technical. And right now it's up in the air on who hit harder at that time. But now we know that it's probably Crawford who punches the hardest. And I think a lot of Crawford's power comes from his technique, man. The boy knows how to punch.
I was gonna say that I don't even know if Bud punches harder than Spence. I just know his shit is more accurate.
And that may be it. Deliver your package to the target quicker.
Yeah, like Floyd probably ain't punching harder than these dudes at 168. But his shit was so accurate against Canelo that Canelo you can't keep getting hit in the face flush. Like over and over. Like you can get grazed and it can skid by you and shit. But when you get hit flush over and over and over and over and over again, like Marshawn say, run through a motherfucking face over and over and over again. Niggas ain't gonna be able to take that, man, for too long. You know what I'm saying? That they just not. And Sean Porter was no different last night, man. And honestly, man, I think I hate even bringing this man's name up, so I ain't gonna bring it up no more until later on the show. Errol Spence Jr., man, you gotta be better than that, bro. You gotta be better than that, man. You can't just walk out after your fans want you to beat Terrence up. They want you to shut my mouth, shut D-Nice mouth, shut all the Bud fans' mouth. But you walking out the building like you don't care about what your fans want. I see it now. You don't care about your fans. You don't care about what they want, about what they screaming for. You don't give a damn about that. You care about jewelry, horses, chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I mean, and your priorities, you know, maybe you'll be a good former down the road. I don't know. I'm just saying right now, we want to see you in that ring with Terrence Crawford. You could have had the boxing world in a frenzy last night. Yeah, and ESPN, come here. I seen that little cute ass shit. That ain't nothing. Sean Porter ain't me. I ain't Sean Porter. And whenever Bud want, he can get it. I'll fuck him up. Period. Now I'm out, motherfucker. That's what real niggas do. That's what a real one do. That's what if you really want that smoke, that's what you would do. But some dudes just love the propaganda, love their fans believing something that's not really true.
Special, different.
You know what? He's got it, and I said that multiple times in interviews, inside and outside of the ring. He just has that, you know, on Jerry Maguire, they call it the Quan. That's what he's got. So good for him.
Now, Kenny, I know that's the toughest decision for a father or a trainer to make. What?
That nigga said he got the Jerry Maguire, the Quan.
That Quan.
I missed that Maguire nigga. I saw him like twice.
Nah, I seen it.
Okay, he didn't show me the money, goddamn it. Hey man, Jerry and Cuba, man, that was a good ass little movie. I can't. Great fight last. We got some check coming in for LB Sucker. He says, "Great fight last night. I think we are witnessing a living legend." I've been saying that. I've been calling him this for a while now, but last night helped my case. Bud is the modern day Sugar Ray Robinson. Great IQ and accuracy, man. That's high praise. God damn, high praise, man.
Whether you agree or not, like it's some resemblance there.
I think I believe Sugar Ray won 85 to 100 something fights before he lost one, and the loss it was a questionable loss that he came back and beat the shit out the nigga the very next fight. So,
right.
And these niggas were fighting on like 2 weeks later. You know what I'm saying? Like the next month they fighting, like these niggas were fighting getting it in.
But so Mike, I think that's what made them fighters as good as they were. Fighting
that much?
Yeah, you get good at shit by doing it.
Yeah, I think that don't breathe for a long life. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean,
yeah. Sugar Ray, like a lot of them dudes probably back then had all kind of CTE and brain trauma that.
Oh yeah, I could imagine.
Yeah, that you know about. Derek Lincoln, what's going on? Errol Spence Jr. fan.
What up, man? I had to call in and stop this rah-rah BS, man. I had to stop. I got to stop this rah-rah pom-pom bullshit, bro.
Okay.
We got to stop this shit. All right, bro. We give Bud all the credit in the world. He won the fight. All right, he came back. My man was down 5-4, bro. Let's just stop like he was Floyd Mayweather. He was in there like the Matrix, and he can get hit, not get hit. Man, Bud was getting tagged left and right the whole goddamn fight, bro.
Okay.
Like, Crawford went down though.
Stop it. Let's stop that narrative. Like that's not even the truth.
Crawford wasn't down.
Truth is though, he was up on all 3 scorecards.
All 3.
Not on my scorecard. He wasn't. That he was coming back. Mind you, he was coming back, but he did get the 2 knockdowns in the 10th round. So either way, he was going to win the fight. You know what I mean? He definitely was going to win the fight regardless. It went to the scorecard. If he stopped him in the 11th round, he was going to win. So I give him that. But Kenny robbed us of all that, man. Stopping that fight prematurely like that. Porter was hurt the first knockdown. I think he got his bearings back together after the second knockdown. He was good. He only had about 20 to 30 seconds left after that. I think he would have made it to the 11th round. Who knows what would have happened when Porter got his second win, man, after that round. So Kenny robbed us of all that, man. But I got to give credit to Bud, though. I got to give it to him. He won the fight. He won the fight, though. But I can't out here beat the drum like Bud some world beater, though. Because, the bull was losing that damn fight up until that fight.
Derek, that simple play. He done something that no other welterweight has ever done.
Yeah, let his dad throw in the fight. Yeah, that's right.
I can't control what your daddy think.
Yeah, and Kenny Porter needed to shame of himself after that, bro. He messed himself up as a trainer to be a trainer for anybody after this fight, bro. He really did. He messed it up for himself bad.
I can't control what your corner do or what your family do. Only thing I can control is these paws on your motherfucking face. And that's what I was doing. And if your daddy thought these paws was too much for you, then you gotta deal with him. Don't be coming at Bud because you mad at Kenny. Bud do what he always do.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I gotta give Bud all the credit in the world. But I'm definitely mad at Kenny, bro.
Knock niggas shit loose.
I mean, it's really Sean Porter's fault why the fight got stopped. Because had he not been on the ground on his knees, stumbling and pounding the ground, it wouldn't have went that way. So let's just place all of the blame. Let's just place all of the blame on Sean Porter because it was Sean Porter's fault. Sean Porter was the one who took them devastating punches. Sean Porter was the one who got his bell rung. He's probably concussed right now. His daddy saved him. It was Sean Porter's fault why he was on the ground. That's why he got the fight stopped. It wasn't Kenny Porter's fault.
He got stung. He got stung and shook up the first one, the first knockdown. The second knockdown.
The second one.
He wasn't hurt, bro. He had
terribly hurt.
Sean was good.
Let me ask you a question, Derek.
No, he wasn't.
Let me ask you a question, Derek.
What up, bro?
If Sean Porter would never got knocked down, would the fight ever been stopped?
If Sean wouldn't have got knocked down, I don't know. I don't know. I honestly can't say whether he did or didn't. Sean was in there holding his own.
I
can't say for sure yes. I can't say for sure no. But we'll never know.
It's crazy how that Errol Spence just coming out of you, man.
It's fact, bro. I mean, right now y'all buzz fans are rah-rah into my man.
Earl grazed Sean and got a glove touchdown knockdown. Bud knock a nigga flat on his ass, and you don't want to give him no credit.
No, I said he got credit, bro.
When Earl do it, man, Earl knocked down Sean, yeah. But he ain't knocked him out, though.
I give him all that. That's what I said. I give him credit.
He ain't knocked him down more than one time. He caught him with a grazing knockdown. Bud, nigga, shit flush, bro. Nigga, like
I got you, but y'all out here beating the drum like my man Wash Porter or something. That ain't even what happened.
If you get stopped,
he did wash him. He knocked him out. That's how you wash somebody.
That was not no wash, bro.
That was a wash.
Canelo wash plant.
Canelo wash plant.
Come on, man. If you get stopped, nigga, Pavek and watch Dillian White the first time, and Dillian White beat his ass. What are we talking about?
To me, that wasn't a wash, though, man.
All right, bro. All right.
I'm sorry. You can't be down on the cards and you come back in the 11th round.
He was down on the cards, though. That's what you keep saying, Derek. He wasn't down.
The scorecards are on your screen. Bob,
he wasn't down.
Terrence is not with Bob anymore, so ain't no favoritism, my nigga.
I don't know what fight they was watching. I don't know what fight they was watching.
You was watching.
Real.
Just like your shit different.
Yeah, we were sitting there scoring that one together.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you one thing. Like these dudes have different rounds for different people, bro. I'm looking at the scorecard right now. They giving rounds that like I'm looking. How you give Sean that round? How you give Bud that round? Like they literally cannot agree on every round. So boxing is subjective, but in totality, they all thought Bud was winning, even though they didn't agree on every round.
I don't know who watched that fight thought Bud was winning that fight, bro. He wasn't winning that fight up until that knock.
I know what happened. You was watching it through your fucking Errol Spence beer goggles. That's what it was.
Like 90% of the chat had Porter in that fight.
90% of my chat is PBC and Errol Spence fans. Come on, man.
No, it ain't. It's more Bud fans over here than it is Earl.
Man, you lying. You lying.
It's not.
You lying.
Bro, you lying, man.
Man, you the elder. You the captain of the Errol Spence Michael Sports Fan Club.
Oh, I definitely am. But when I'm out here scoring fights, I ain't out here scoring fights with my heart. I'm out here scoring fights with my eyes.
Let me ask you a question.
It's hard to differentiate though sometimes.
I can't tell. Let me ask you a question though. Why Earl leave, man?
He left because he was mad at Kenny.
He mad at Kenny? Kenny not his daddy. Kenny not his daddy?
That's why he was mad.
Oh, now Kenny is daddy.
But he definitely calling out Bud after this, yo. Trust me. Especially after he said he left Top Rank now, and now he a free agent.
When he gonna call him out though?
My nigga, Champ Side asked him to his face 4 or 5 times. Nigga, what's the biggest thing holding the Bud fight? You want to fight Bud? Nigga, he looked at Champ Side like Champ Side wasn't even speaking.
Watch. Just watch. It's coming. It is coming, Mike.
I mean, I expected more from you, Derek. I expected more from you.
Expected more.
I expected more.
You didn't expect more. I'm just speaking the facts, bro.
Well, man, you too, my nigga, and I can't be mad at it.
Oh, God. Y'all over there wilding
We got a
today,
super chat
man.
coming in from my
But
guy,
yeah, I get it.
Rubisky.
It's a happy time. Bud done pulled out the win, so I get it, man. I get it, man.
All right. Super chat though coming in from Rubisky. He says Earl just went on tour with Yellow Beezy. Oh, okay. Oh, you know Yellow Beezy on tour?
Here we go.
Super chat coming in from, Darren. Shout out to my guy Darren on the super chat, man. I appreciate it, brother.
Oh shit.
That's crazy, man. I didn't know he was getting down with the "That's on me, baby." We got another super chat coming in from Darren Dapper. He says, "We have a rapper here. I'm Omaha named Sticky, who has a song titled Ain't No Duck Rick." Oh, Ain't No Duckin' Rick. Oh, wow. Hold on, Darren. Hold on. We have a rapper here in Omaha named Sticky, who has a song titled Ain't No Duckin' Rick. Spence Duckin' Rick. He doesn't want the smoke from Bud from North Omaha, Nebraska. Tycoon D. What's going on, Tycoon? Omaha, Nebraska, baby. Hey.
Yeah. Oh my God, I can't wait for this fight. I need Earl to pick this fight next.
I got another phone call.
It don't look like it's gonna happen though, Derek. I'm telling you, man. That body language Spence last night was not appropriate.
Yeah, Derek.
Not appropriate. Mike. Can't hear you, Mike. No.
My bad. I pushed mute. Oh, shit. Hold on. All right, y'all. Let's get to the point of the fight that a lot of y'all had problems with. A lot of y'all didn't think it was right. A lot of y'all thought it was not a good stoppage. Kenny Porter gonna tell y'all why he done what he done. And yeah, here we go.
Prompted you to stop the fight tonight?
Honestly, his preparation. He didn't prepare like I want him to prepare. So that's just, that just makes me say, you know what? I don't want him in that situation. He fought a great fighter. The guy's sharp, and he's at a deficit. It's like fighting this guy blindfolded, and you're in a deficit like that. So I wasn't going to let that happen to him.
He looks in great shape, but only you knew what happened in the gym. How would you have liked for him to prepare that you didn't see?
Well, I mean, when the guys get to certain levels, they believe they know what they're doing, and they don't necessarily take all the information. So, this.
Damn, he said Sean just got. I did read your super chat. Rubisky said Earl went on tour with Yellow Beezy. You want me to read it again? I'll read it again for you if you ain't here, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely read it. It says Earl is going on tour with Yellow Beezy. That's what you said. I got you, though. Earl just went on tour with Yellow Beezy. See, I know what it said. I read it, man. I got you. I read it. But yeah, man, look. Kenny said, when you get to it, big ups to my guy Darren Dapper, you know what I'm saying? He just became a member of the Mike on Sports gang. Oh, man, we're going to have to do something about the members only stream on Monday. I'm heading out to Arkansas on Monday. I'll only be gone for a day, going there and coming right back. So I'll probably do the members only stream on the road. So hopefully the connection won't be too bad. But yeah, we'll definitely get to that shit either on the road, or I'll just do it when I get to the hotel room on Monday night. Either or. Because my guy Darren Dapper. So Kenny saying like Sean reached a certain level where he is pretty much like a know-it-all. Like he felt like he made it to a point where he didn't necessarily have to listen to everything that Kenny was saying. And maybe and honestly, it sounds like Kenny's kind of bitter, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like, oh, he ain't gotta listen to what I'm saying, so I'm not gonna let him finish the fight almost. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I get or he didn't do everything that I said in the gym. So if he didn't prepare how I wanted him to prepare, then I'm a be over cautious. That's what it looked like to me. He was being a little bit over cautious. Going out to 610. Talk to your boy. What's going on? Who is?
Yo, this Big Shock the God.
Big Shock the God. What's going on, man? Were you impressed with Terrence Crawford's performance last night?
Like what I told you, bro. I told you if he go in there and manhandle Sean Porter, what I said. I said I was going to be highly impressed, bro.
I know.
There is zero negatives anybody could say about this man now, dog. All the questions I had for that man have been answered. He did the Sean Porter what nobody has done to Sean Porter. And anybody trying to discount that in any type of way is a hater and damn near dick rider of the other camp. Like me personally, I'm a fan of fisticuffs, bro. So I don't care who the one throwing them. I'm going to be impressed by the performance. This man was playing with his food after round 5. That's my opinion.
He was.
He let Sean live till round 10 because that's his man, bro. That's how I feel, dog. I think he was playing with him from 5 on, dog.
He definitely started to get a little cocky, that motherfucker. I'm like, I was getting nervous when I started seeing him doing that little, do like that. I'm like, come on, bud. We don't need that, but we just go and get him out. Go and get him out.
Nah. You know what it was? When he started going hard to the body on him in the second half of the fight, that shit was over, dog. You ain't never seen nobody go hard to that little ass compact body. This boy was a precision puncher and was catching me with everything beside a monkey wrench from every angle, bro.
Let me ask you this: Was you okay with what Kenny Porter done?
Yeah, because that's his son, bro. He ain't about to have his son ain't have a path to victory. It ain't about if he could take more punishment. Sean Porter is durable. I don't think he was discombobulated to the point to where he had to be carried out on the stretcher. But at the same time, that's his pop, and he saw no path to victory, bro. So at that point, dog, you gotta know when to hold up, know when to fold up. If that wasn't his pop, it probably wouldn't have happened that way. But man, he ain't about to let his son keep getting cracked clean over the head like that. Like Sean Porter defense is better than it looked. He don't ever really get hit that clean by that many people. He was getting hit by everything, bro, from every direction, dog. Body, head, everything, dog, caught clean. So his pop did what he had to do. I ain't mad at him, dog. You ain't about to let your son go out on the stretcher, dog.
Did Bud do enough for you to make him #1 welterweight in the world? And
I got him #1 pound for pound overall, bro.
I was just gonna ask you those two questions, man. So he does.
I mean, that's period point blank, dog. Because he ain't got no picks, bro. The twist is Canelo can't be #1 because he get picks. Terrence ain't had no picks yet. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no picks, bro. You know what I'm saying? So dog, I gotta give it to him, bro. All we had was the question of can he do it at 147 against a real opponent, and he did that, bro. I ain't got nothing else to see. I don't see nobody beating, boy. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. And I'm a big Errol Spence fan. I don't think Errol got nothing from my man, dog. Dude got too much from too many different angles, bro.
What about Jerron?
Whoo, young boy ain't been tested enough. See, that's what I'm saying. I'd be a hypocrite if I give Jerron the credit that I didn't give Bud before this fight.
I know, but just
based on what I'm saying?
Based on what you've been seeing, though. Because, I mean,
that's probably the best rumble. Yeah, that's probably the best rumble.
He ain't been tested. But just like I told y'all, I believed in Bud. I believe the same way in Jerron is, man. That young motherfucker right there, he is nothing.
See, this Philly right here, I'm biased, bro. You know what I mean? This Philly right here.
Nigga,
so it's like,
I'm from Arkansas, nigga. I'm telling you right now, he's nothing nice. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, no, it ain't no game. It ain't no game.
That for he
So with that right there,
go ahead.
It's like a mirror image situation. That would be crazy, dog. That's like down there a ninja movie type shit, dog. Like fighting the man in the mirror type shit, nigga. That's a Mike Jackson soundtrack right there. I don't even know what to say about that, bro.
It's the Spider-Man meme. It's the Spider-Man meme.
Yeah, real shit. Yeah, Bizarro world.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you pointing at me, I'm pointing at you. Yeah, we the same. You know what I'm saying? Like they both are able to do that little pivot, but once they pivot, they'll throw out that right hook to turn you with the motherfucker. I've seen you run that shit like.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. I think Terrence John a little bit smoother, dog. I don't know, dog. Like, I think that's it. A little smoother. I don't know, man. That's a hell of a fight. I don't think it would happen.
Nah, me either.
I almost need to see. I need to see my man Ennis do something against tier below Terrence before he even try to lobby for that fight.
He definitely coming, man. Jerron gonna keep mopping up niggas like he been doing the Lorme Lipinets. I mean, and honestly, bro, it's gonna be hard for Jerron to get a fight with anybody, bro. He gonna have to.
I mean, look,
go ahead.
It's like this. It's like this. All right, Terrence had to do this much work up until this point to even get somebody on Sean Porter level. To expect him to turn around and just give up everything he's done and give an opportunity to a fighter like that without having that much money behind it is kind of like, that's not even a reasonable request to Terrence.
Oh, no.
Terrence got to go get the bag right now, bro. Jerron, he got to go get the bag. He's a free agent. Absolutely. He got to go eat, and he got to go for the big. I wouldn't be surprised if I don't see Canelo try to do some circus shit and challenge my man, dog. I could see that silly shit happening, bro.
What you think the best move for Bud would be?
Best move for Bud would be independent and take a fight-by-fight deal with whoever he feels as though is giving him the biggest bag, bro. I think the thing is, it's politics already. So I think for Terrence, man, the smartest thing to do is to keep his independence and try to get the biggest bags from fight to fight, whatever that look like. You know what I'm saying?
I love it, man. I think you're right about that, man. I think fight-to-fight deal. I know Bob keep talking about a fight with Josh Taylor over in England. I just don't understand why Bob thinks Terrence would go over to England unless you paying him $10+ million. Like I'm just don't get it. I just made $6 million in Las Vegas. I don't understand why I need to go to somebody's hometown, home area, and fight this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
I would say, as far as I need to see Terrence with his own promotional company and Bob doing a joint venture with him for him to even think about taking that deal. Like, he would have to be a promoter in the situation. There's no way he should come back to Bob as a worker. I don't see that happening at this point when Bob hasn't fulfilled his obligation.
And we're going to get to what happened last night between Bob and Terrence at the press conference. That right there, like, that right there,
dog, man. Can I just say I'm proud of my man, bro? It's not even bad. Like, he been getting the perception of a shucking jobber, bro. There wasn't no shucking and no jobbing there, bro.
And let me speak right quick, bro. Like, that's what motherfuckers don't understand, like, bro. That's what it is to be a man. You know what I'm saying? Bob say what you wanted to in the media about Terrence don't make no money, fuck Terrence who needs him, all that shit. Terrence didn't come out here and say nothing bad about Bob. Only thing he said, man, if Bob don't want me to, then nigga just release me from my contract. That's all he ever said. Bud is a man, and he's a professional because he took that criticism, didn't say nothing derogatory towards Bob. Didn't say nothing. But when his contractual agreement was over, he let everybody in the motherfucking room, including Bob ARUM, right there beside him, know where he fucking stand. You ain't got to disrespect him. I would have loved if he would have said, you know what? I'm a free agent now. I'm going to allow Bob to, you know what I'm saying, spend some of that money so he can go buy some in Hills, houses in Beverly Hills. That's what I would say. I would have got nasty on his ass, but you know what I'm saying? But it is what he's not me. You know what I'm saying? So
I gotta give. Oh man, hold up! I ain't heard you address the way that nigga came out, bro.
Who?
You know what I'm saying? I'm disappointed in everybody, dog. The way Bud came out to the Rumble, dog. He came out for Dolo with nobody behind him, like with a hoodie on. To LL Cool J, I'm bad with no honor rise, dog. That shit was hard body karate,
bro. And my nigga Am was like, man, look at that nervous energy. No, bro. He
looked like a killer from the press conference.
He let you know from the jump that nigga, I'm solo dolo. I'm not dependent on nobody else. It's me going to this ring. It's me getting in the ring, and it's me beating your ass.
Simple. I didn't think nobody else noticed that.
What's that, D-Dice? Go ahead.
Nah, I noticed that, bro.
The way he came out to that ring and the look he had on his face and his body language, I'm like, oh yeah, he ready for the rumble.
I knew from the stare down, and it's like he had that look on his face. It's like, yo, man, why you making me do this to you, man? I ain't even want to have to do you like this, but since you asked for it, I'm gonna give you what you was looking for. That's how he looked in the face, bro. Man, he had to go to a dark place to do this to the Bulls, man.
He didn't.
That's why he played with him to the 10th. That's why he was playing with his food, because he just wanted to let my man look respectable until a good point in the fight. Where, all right, let me go ahead and get rid of this little nigga,
and
man.
He definitely didn't.
That's what it looked like to me.
He didn't have that look that he normally had, but it was like a kind of sympathetic kind of look, like, bro, you really gonna make me do this to you? Like, you know, like he really gonna let me do this? Because normally when he in the ring, all that nigga, he looked like a straight assassin. With Sean, you can see he had some kind of compassion in his eyes. But when Sean caught his ass early on in the fight, it was done. I like, Sean, you fucked up when you punching good. You fucked up, dog.
What I saw yesterday, man, like I said, man, I ain't no hater, bro. I just had to see him prove it. Now that it's proven, bro, I don't want to hear no type of side talk about what this man is capable of, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see nobody. There's no other fight beside Errol Spence at 147 that or Ennis. But money wise, bro, he got to get the Errol fight, bro. He getting older. He got to go get that bread. I don't see him throwing the ladder back to the young boy. Young boy got to catch wreck on his own and maybe get that later if possible on the way out. But that shit ain't happening right now. And I'm from Philly, bro. I don't even expect that, dog.
Well, shocker, man. Let me get to the next caller, big dog. They calling in hot, man. I gave you about 10 minutes, man. Anything else you want to say, big dog?
All right, Philly. Nah, man, I appreciate you, man. Keep doing your thing. It's a good show, bro. But boy, handle this business, dog. Can't nobody hate on that, man.
Absolutely,
Peace, dog.
Man. Shout out to Philly, man. Love Philly, man. Philly, where all the goddamn really all the grit and grind from, man. When we talking this boxing shit, you know what I'm saying? So big up Philly. All right, J Mac. I tried to call you back, J Mac, but you ain't answered. So let me get to what I was about to do. Coach J Mac, what's good, man?
Yo, can you hear me?
Man, I hear you loud and clear, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Talk to me, man. What's your thoughts about last night, man?
And Mike, you know me.
I know you.
You know what I've been for quite a while.
I know you.
Even when people thought I was tripping. Hold on.
Take your time. Take time. It's all good.
I was delusional and saying, man, Bud ain't never fight nobody. He ain't do this. His resume. Well, now he got a name on his resume. The same person that y'all respected that gave Errol a tough fight is the same person that got stopped last night. Whether we agree how it happened doesn't change the fact that he got stopped and his dad saw that the fight didn't need to go on. I've been saying Bud will get knocked put out. Everybody will say I don't see it. Bud ain't been stopped. Well, we see it now. Now I'm hearing dudes saying, "Oh, he ready for Spence." Bud been ready for Spence, and I've been telling y'all Bud been ready. And was gonna stop him and Spence. I still got Bud stopping Spence. I've been thinking Bud would stop Spence. I just think them two different levels of fighters. Porter is a great challenge. He definitely presented a lot more than I thought he would be able to do, and I do give him credit for that. But I just think Bud at a different level, man. Bud, he with the shits. He don't mind doing what he need to do to find a way to win. He willing to take some to get some, and he's more effective, and he's got a lot more confidence in placing his shots. And that's why I knew he would be able to stop Porter, because Bud throws some shots and he's a shot placer, and he really smart and accurate about what he's doing in there. And Porter had some success because he was awkward, but Bud eventually figured it out. And I think Porter got a little mentally tired too. I don't know how you feel about that. What you think, Mike?
I wouldn't say mentally tired. I would say physically tired. I think all the herky jerky Satan shit he was doing early on the fight, like I believe Tim Bradley said early on the podcast. I mean, early on the pay-per-view. A lot of that wasted motion, you know what I'm saying, is ineffective and it's gonna cost you later on in the fight. Like once round 7, 8 hit, you ain't see Porter on his toes like he was bouncing around like he was early in round 1, 2, 3, and 4. He was flat-footed, and you ain't see those feints that you were seeing, and you seen Sean Porter hands down. I just think Bud, and when you look at Bud was looking like how he looked the whole fight. He didn't look tired. The man got a gas tank, and the man might have the best gas tank in the sport of boxing, honestly, you know what I'm saying? I think the training in Colorado Springs really helped him because he looked so damn fresh last night. And for all y'all dudes out there who thought, oh, Bud ain't got the legs no more. He ain't got the movement no more. He can't move how he was moving, Mike. He ain't looking like he was looking at 135, 140. He ain't moving how he was moving. He chose not to until last night. Last night, every time Porter come in with that little pressure shit, but a pivot under him or pivot to the outside of him. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, man, it's levels to this shit, man. So to answer your question, I don't think it was mentally. I think it was physically tired. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. We agree to disagree. I think it was more mental still because I don't physically. I think Sean Porter still had the energy to go. Mentally, I think he was drained from everything.
Let me ask you a question, man. Because Coach, you've been watching boxing a long time. When a fighter has their hand down, what is that telling you?
It's a sign of fatigue. But
that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
When you mention fatigue, can you hear me?
Yeah, he's loud and clear.
When you mentally fatigue, physically can tap in. It depends on what you're doing and why you're doing it. I think Bud had Porter thinking in ways that Porter ain't never been challenged. And see, when the more thinking you're doing, that means you're more uncomfortable with not doing the things you used to doing. Bud grapple when he needed. Oh, I'm delivering on Sunday. Bud grapple when he needed to grapple. He wrestled when he needed to wrestle. He moved, spin Porter. Porter used to bullying dudes. Normally when Porter get up on you, dudes damn near retreat and get away from him. Bud was actually there to tire him out with the wrestles in the clinch as well too effectively. So all that was like different. And I don't think Porter ever been in there with a guy that can do all that in a fight and what have you. And that's why I think that's where he got mentally fatigued with the strategy of Bud being able to have something for Porter and everything Porter did. So that's why I deemed it being mentally. But definitely Bud picked him apart and got the body to the stoppage. And I think Kenny got in there and stopped it right before his son became a pinata.
I got 3 questions for you. I got 3 questions for you before I let you go. Do you agree with Kenny Porter, and would you done the exact same thing?
Hell yeah. Okay. Listen, Kenny Porter said it best, and I mean, he said it, and whether you want to choose to hear it and listen, and he was telling you he would. Kenny said that he would throw in the towel for his son a long time ago, so we got to take that for value. Last night, when they asked him in a post conference, and Andre Ward said it as well, Kenny knew what he was up in there against when Sean wasn't even able to compete at the level he wanted him to compete at. So he didn't want his son in there taking those type of shots and receiving that type of pain. So he chose to get his son up out of it. So I think any trainer should not go off of what happened or what you think or what you feel like could happen. The fact that Kenny Porter wasn't able to compete at the level Sean wasn't able to compete like he normally is. Kenny saw that. So Kenny did what he thought was best. What's the second question?
What was your reaction to Errol Spence putting on his track shoes?
Oh, damn. I'm be honest. I thought Errol disagreed with the stoppage. As much as I want to troll and say he got up out of there because they didn't want no smoke with the questions and people asking him this, asking him that. I think he looked at the stoppage and got out of there and disagreed with it. Like, huh? And that's what I got from that reaction right there.
I thought these dudes supposed to be businessmen, though. I thought these dudes supposed to be about their dollar. And what's the biggest fight in boxing? And what can you do to build that fight? Answer about 3 or 4 questions for about 3 or 4 minutes. And that's all we want. We don't. You ain't got to go to the ring. Just give them cameras around you who follow you out the damn door. Give them the respect for 3 minutes. Answer the question about the fight. You say you want champions next. You can't get Ugas. Do you want Bud? Like, come on, Earl.
Right, but you see how Errol struggled with those questions, and you see how frustrated he get. Every time a Bud question comes up, I think the nigga breathing pattern changed. He don't like being asked about Bud, to be honest.
I don't care, man. It's about making money. These guys are in the sport of boxing to make money. They ain't in it to not know something to goddamn me be fucking orator. No, I know. Talk, man, answer a couple questions, build a fight, and then we gonna get to it. But my last question for you, man. Where do you think Bud goes after this? Because he made it pretty cool last night. Top rank, you know what I'm saying? From the looks of what I heard, it's done data.
Well, he go by fight with somebody, and situation by situation. That management company that he with, I think that's one of his A cards, because it seems like they got the money. They're willing to put the money behind him to put him in situations to where he can marquee himself and shop his talent around. And I think Bud receive that type of stardom to have the options to fight who he wants to fight. And he did say if Errol for some reason not ready after he didn't got his Terminator eye fixed, ready to get back in the ring, he can move up to 154. And
finish.
Charles up there, and they got the Brian Costino, right?
Yeah, Brian Costino. Finish my sentence for me. The number 1 pound for pound fighter in the world is.
It's Terrence Crawford.
That's all I need, J-Mac.
Let me say why. Because people fall in love with Canelo matchmaking and putting guys in the ring that he can beat and what have you. And Canelo clearly still struggles with a certain style. You got one guy who got the leg, speed, body twitch, all that, reflexes, so where he can get in there and dominate multiple styles. And you got one guy who got to pick fights and make sure he style match up so he can look good. Canelo is duping y'all. Did y'all pay attention to the size of that ring he put Caleb Plant in? What he gonna do from now on going forward? He gonna put all the boxes in smaller as ring, so it looked like he actually cuts the ring off, but he really just follows you around the ring. So Canelo is duping people, and I can't change his stardom and his fandom, but Canelo is a great fighter still, and I see the things Canelo have, but when it comes to skill, bro, it ain't even close. But Canelo got a better resume, but it ain't close when you're talking about skill set and Bud and Canelo. Like, it ain't even fucking close.
All right, J-Mac, man. Let me get to the next caller, big dog. Thank you for calling
in. All right.
Shout out to my guy, J-Mac, man. You know what? We're going to pause the calls for a second. Man. We got 2 guys that I want to talk to right quick that's been waiting for a hot minute. Let's begin with my guy, Run Boy Fresh. What's going on, Fresh, man? I see you still in Vegas.
Hey, Slim. Hey, hold on. Hey, Slim, can you hear me?
I hear you.
Can y'all hear me?
Yep, hear you good.
What did I tell you?
I mean, you told me he was going to stop football, Sean.
Yeah. Hey, I'm leaving the sports book right now. That's why I'm a little choppy in here.
Yeah, you
but I told you he was gonna get stopped, Slim.
Yeah, I Slim.
Hold on.
Hit me back when you get outside. Social scientist, man, talk to me. My bad. What's going on, my brother?
What's happening, brother?
Man, you already know what it is.
Yeah, man, I thought Bud put on a good performance. I felt like he was getting hit a lot early, but he pulled through in typical Bud fashion after he figured out, how to catch my man and everything. So I thought Bud did a great job, man.
Good stoppage, bad stoppage, what?
Man, listen. Kenny Porter, I understand he wanted to protect his son, but I felt like he didn't respect his son. Especially since his son came up in there with that war on his back on some Marvin Hagler shit. And, he little boyed his son in front of the whole world. Like, he wasn't training like I told him to train. Like, he wanted to punish his son on the world stage. You know what I mean? Like, that shit was totally out of line, in my opinion.
I agree.
You know,
I agree.
I mean, you could see when Sean found out that his pops was stopping the fight, like how crushed he had to walk off from him. You know what I mean? Like, did you peep that? Like when his dad said he was stopping the fight, like Sean just looked at it and he just walked off to the whole other side of the ring.
That's that player coach thing. Like, sometimes a coach can do something and say something, nigga. You just gotta walk off from for not going off on his ass. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Sean did last night. I feel like it too. Like, shit. I don't think the fight should have been stopped at that moment, but that's his pops, and maybe his pops is just like this nigga Bud is one of the illest finishers in the game.
Yes, sir.
With that being said, man, I think Sean Kenny did the right thing. Ron, boy, what's going on, man? You back?
Yeah, you hear me, right?
Yeah, man, you good now.
All right, man. I told you. Hold on, I gotta take this. I'm outside the joint, so I can take this on. I told you that football player was gonna get stopped, Slim. Ain't nobody fucking with Bud, man. Ain't nobody fucking with Bud. I've been telling y'all motherfuckers this for how many years now? Can't nobody fuck with Bud. No, none of them. They all get stopped, and it's already excuses why Boots ain't gonna get Boots. Boots will get hurt up. Bud will beat Boots. Bud will stop Virgil. They all green. The youngins are green. The upper motherfuckers is career welterweights, and then Earl got 15 excuses. That's why if Earl was smart and Earl ran away from me, I saw the motherfucker in the Michelob, ran away. His motherfucking boots was sparking and shit. I saw that motherfucking boots, all his homie boots sparking. I was in that motherfucking Michelob running amok. Go ask about me. I don't play this shit. These motherfuckers out here faking. I'm the realest thing out here. I told y'all, bet anything. I ain't gonna show off my bet slip. I ain't gonna show it off.
Did you do like a specific like group of rounds?
I did round stoppage. Everybody in there saw my shit.
Okay.
Round stoppage. I had the only reason why I didn't go as hard is because the fucking crap tables fucked my money up. God damn. I lost like 12 grand before I even made my bet. So it's sort of fucked up. But I got like 500 and 500. So I skated off there with like 9,000.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I did all right. But so, I really wanted 1,000. I really wanted to put 1,000 on the 8-9. I wanted to put 1,000 on the 8, 9, and 10, and 500 on the 12.
Cause so if you put 1,000, you would walk up with like 18 grand, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because you saw the odds on that 12. That 12 was I couldn't pass the 12 up off that little 500.
Some told me, man, I'm on record telling motherfuckers Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, like, man, rounds 9 through 11. I was just for some reason.
But I didn't want it. I could have bet the 8 through 12, but there wasn't no money there. The best money is the round stoppage. You right? And I was like, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna bet that shit the way flat out. I'm gonna bet it straight.
Okay.
You saw you see me with the book bag on. I ain't got the book bag on for a reason, nigga. You know, I'm in this bitch collected. I done went to both spots collected. Well, you don't gotta go to both spots. But I had my Lakers, not my Lakers, but the Celtics and Lakers game. I fucked that money up. The motherfuckers didn't get the over, so they fucked me up. But anyway, that's neither here there. We talking about the great Bud Crawford, possibly. And I'm gonna be straight up and down. He don't need Earl. Bud might be at least top 3 greatest welterweight of all time. Gotta be.
He need Earl for that. He needs to
No, he don't. He don't need Earl. He don't need Earl. Earl don't even want. You don't need Earl because Earl don't even want it. Earl don't even want him to establish that.
But for
Earl
you,
don't even want him to establish that.
For you to say he's a top 3 welterweight of all
top 3.
We gotta see him.
Top 3. Who more avoided than Bud at 147 ever to ever lace him up? Who's more avoided than Bud at 147 ever?
I get you. but we still gotta see him beat up.
No, we don't. We ain't gotta see shit. That motherfucker. That Earl get stopped in 7. No, I don't need to see shit.
We gotta see him beat Earl. After he beat Earl,
no, we don't. No, we don't.
About top 5 of all time.
Nah. You know why? I prefer Bud. I need Keith to get active. That's what I need. I want Keith to get active, and hopefully we can make a Keith versus Bud fight. That's the most important fight. Earl ain't shit. Keith the only motherfucker. Earl ain't shit. Keith the only motherfucker that can fuck with Bud, that'll give Bud a run for his money. Yeah. These motherfuckers at 147 can't fuck with Bud. And that's including Earl. That's including Earl. Earl ain't that. Earl is done, Slim. He haven't been that thorough since Lamont. He don't live it. He don't live this shit. Bud live this shit. He don't live this shit. He just what he say. I'm just happy to be here. I'm only here for a good time. Yeah, we can tell. I can tell. It's fair. Them niggas in Texas can hype him up all they want, but motherfuckers to be out here in the trenches know better. We know he don't want to fight. I saw how he ran the fuck up out of there. He don't want it. He didn't want to ask no questions. And that's y'all, man. That's who y'all riding for.
That's what I said.
And as far as the stoppage, when everybody said that fight was close, that fight went close. Motherfucker, when Bud was smacking that man, Bud was cracking that motherfucking helmet. Even Kenny saw that shit. He was cracking that motherfucking helmet wide open. After that 5th round, he was getting hurt. Porter was getting shot the fuck that. Porter was getting.
I'm saying he was cool with Kenny stopping the fight.
Yeah, I knew he was. That would have been the best bet. I knew he got. I thought I didn't want the fight to get stopped. What I thought was going to happen in the 9th round, right? At the end of the 9th, I thought when Sean, I think that was the 9th, when Sean got caught up on the ropes and got fucked up and didn't know where the fuck he was going. I thought Kenny was going to sit there and leave him on a stool and be like, "Don't come out there." And that's exactly, but it didn't. But they was like, people don't notice. They was like, well, you could tell in the middle of in the corner what was going on. Sean wasn't in that shit. And then when Bud Lewis, that's why when Bomac and them, when Bud said, "Should I get him now?" Yeah, Bud, go get him. They knew they fucked him up in that 9th round. Everybody knew he got fucked up in that 9th round, that end of that 9th.
I hear you, man. So, is Bud the best fighter in the world now, or is it still Canelo?
No. Bud has always been the best fighter in the world. He's just not number 1 pound for pound. Usyk is number 1 pound for pound.
Man, I don't know about that, man.
I mean, I hear you, but you got to base the pound for pound. I don't base it off of biases and emotions. Everybody know I'm the Bud fan, but I keep it 100. Bud number 3, Cinnamon number 2, Usyk number 1. I mean, that's how I got it. I mean, we can argue up and down about it, but I got a legit argument if I say Usyk is number 1, right? It ain't like I'm saying something crazy.
Really gotta look.
Okay, that's all. I mean, that's all. But we can all establish that the top 3 is Bud, Cinnamon, and Usyk, right?
I don't know. I may have Usyk at number 4, and I may slide up in a new way. I like a new way. I really do.
When do we include heavyweights in the pound for pound?
Yeah, that shit is the craziest.
Heavyweight.
That shit is the dumbest shit ever.
Deontay, I don't know why
did they move up from cruiserweight.
No.
Exactly. Should I tell them, or y'all want to tell them? Like, Usyk was never a real heavyweight. He started at cruiserweight and cleared it out. And if you move up from cruiserweight to heavyweight, and you take it on.
Do they not have Tyson Fury as well in the pound for pound list?
I don't on my list, man. We ain't talking about nobody else's list, but my list. If you want to see it, I would gladly show you. But I don't have Fury in my pound for pound list. You know what I'm saying? I really don't have heavyweights in there, but Usyk started at cruiserweight, so I got to give him respect for clearing out a whole division, which has some very good fighters at the time he cleared it out. So it's like, and then first 2 fights, 3 fights, you come up and you beat AJ, and AJ got a good ass overall resume too. So that just makes Usyk should look better and better. And Usyk is not strict. strategically picking fighters. He's not doing the Canelo. He's not picking, I don't want to be undisputed at 160, but I want to be undisputed at 168. I don't want to fight Beterbiev, but I'll fight Kovalev off 7-week notice. I don't want to fight Bradis like Usyk did, but I'll fight a dude named Makabu that got knocked out by Tony Bellew. You feel me?
You send him in padded stats. I mean, let's sit them in padded stats. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Let them other jokers fight each other. They sit around waiting for a sweet.
Wait, you said allow patent stats. That means you didn't play basketball in high school.
Shit, fuck, I didn't, nigga. I would, nigga. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes, nigga, you would tip a shot in, but you know that nigga that tip not gonna go in. But you know what? But the ball gonna come off it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like being smart. Like it's not bad. He just doing it for legacy. You know what I'm saying? And being a 5-weight world champion from 147 to 190, like that's a legacy. You know what I'm saying? So I agree. Yeah. I agree. Charlo should not be worried about Canelo. You been calling out Benavidez, fight Benavidez, man. Like, what we doing? Andre done called you out, fight Andre. Like, y'all niggas want a fucking golden ticket, but y'all ain't right for the golden ticket. Canelo chose.
So what is Makabu did for the golden ticket?
Canelo chose it.
We just established that Canelo is padding his stats. He's padding his stats. He's padding his stats.
Again.
So let him pad his stats.
This is a lottery. It's a lottery game. That's all
exactly.
I say that.
Canelo is choosing, dude. That's what I'm saying. He is choosing.
Yeah, he's choosing.
And he's not going to choose Andrade. He's not going to choose Charlo. He's not going to choose Benavidez. And
I'm going to put some pressure on him. They got to go unify. Go put some pressure on him.
No, I mean I understand, but that don't even make no sense with what you guys are saying. It doesn't because so
it don't make. So I'll go ahead. Go what you mean explain.
Real quick, Terry.
I understand.
Terry, I'm gonna let you go, Terry. Just give me 1 second. If the money man don't want to pick you, what's the next best thing for you to do? That's all I'm saying, Terry. Go, Terry. It's all you.
No, my bad, Mike. My apologies, sir, Mike. It's not that. It's just that I understand what you guys are saying, but in the eyes of me and people who are a little bit beyond what you guys quote unquote call casuals and fanboys, like people who understand the sport, it's just that we can understand Canelo's really not fighting the best though. He's picking and choosing his spots, which certain people like.
We agree on that though, Terry. Like I don't disagree on that.
Yes, sir. My next thing is just that. Can we honor it? Is this something that's honorable? Like, can you really bring this up and really make mention of this? What he's doing?
That's why we got YouTube channels like mine and everybody else speaking the truth. But when you got fans out there that are pushing Canelo, and you got the mainstream media, ESPN, The Zone, a boxing scene that are Mike Commenter that are praising this man, out here praising this man. That mainstream push is gonna be louder than what we can put out there. So it's gonna be out there, but it's gonna be for the hardcore fan to go find and really educate themselves on. Casual fans gonna believe whatever the mainstream media tell them.
Hey, Mike, let me ask a question real fast.
Go ahead, D.
What makes Benavidez and Charlo better than Plant and Billy Joe Saunders?
Again, for me, I'm gonna just go like how I've been going. I believe Bud was better based off my eye test. I believe Jerron is a bad dude based off my eye test. Benavidez the same way. I'm not that much on Charlo anymore. Seeing how he struggled with Montiel because he didn't get him out of there. I believe Canelo knocks him the fuck out. Seeing how he didn't get Brandon Adams out of there, and just seeing them in public. You know what I'm saying? Publicly intoxicated. Like I'm not that big on Charlo anymore. But Benavidez, I believe that dude, like he likes fighting and he stays in the gym. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, that's my reasoning. Run boy fresh.
My next thing is
well, hold up. Can I? I mean, I know. I guess I'm the only supporter of this though. So can I rock a little bit? Rock on it.
Go ahead.
Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. So he's not. So wait a minute. Who was the best at 160? Anybody?
Gennady Golovkin.
Okay, so he was the best. How many times did Cinnamon fight him?
Twice.
Okay, all right. So 160 is done, I guess. So we go to 160. Yeah. Wait a minute. Hold. Let's just keep it straight up and down real quick.
Wait, what? That doesn't even make sense. You didn't clear out the division just because you get one guy. Stop it.
But wait a minute. Like y'all, didn't y'all rock, bro? Like, can I go a little bit? Y'all, like, you just calm down. Let me rock a little bit. So he beat Triple G, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He clears out 168, right? With a lineal, right? Okay. Now, it seems like y'all like Benavidez more than all the 168s. So that's who y'all feel is the best guy. What I always asked was, why didn't Plant and Benavidez fight?
That's PBC problem.
Huh?
That's PBC problem.
Exactly. So that ain't Cinnamon problem either. So now, hold it up. If Cinnamon doing is cherry picking and so easy, well, why don't Benavidez run up to 200 and fight Sauce? Or run up to 200 and fight Brettis? Or why don't Charlo go fight Benavidez? Y'all sitting here wanting Cinnamon pad his stats. We know he padding his stats, but you got to get him credit for going into a division when motherfuckers was sitting around on their hands and ass.
No, we don't. No, we don't have to give him credit for that.
All right, hey, go ahead. You got it. Go ahead. I'll let you rock. Go ahead.
No, because your conversation is very frivolous. You don't have to give him credit.
Yeah,
if he was going to do that, then why didn't you do that when Andre Ward was there? You wanted to go to 168.
Andre Ward. Are we talking? Andre, when was the how many years ago did Andre Ward fight? What are you talking about?
The next question is when David Benavidez lost the belt.
I gotta go, Mike. You got me in with the wrong folks. I gotta go. Me and you gotta talk on because I can't really.
Go ahead and go because your conversation.
No. It makes perfect sense. Okay, you brought up Andre. You made up Andre Ward. You just brought up Andre Ward, bro. Slim, you brought up Andre Ward. He got all the belts. He got all the belts.
168 without Benavidez. How did he clear out 168 without Benavidez? You see that?
Benavidez don't have a belt. He doesn't have a belt.
So he's undefeated. Right? He's undefeated and was a
show me Benavidez's belt. Okay, well tell Benavidez to run. So you're mad that Benavidez didn't get the fight. We get it. But the fact of the matter is, Cinnamon got all the belts.
You didn't beat the best.
He did beat the best. Your opinion means nothing. Your opinion means was Benavidez. Wait a minute. Stop.
Rocky Fielding is better than Benavidez.
Okay. Was Benavidez
Rocky Fielding is better than Benavidez?
Okay, let me let you know.
Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? I know. Go ahead and go.
No, can I answer this?
I want you to answer that question.
Where was Benavidez ranked? Okay, bro, Slim, calm down. Where was Benavidez ranked in the 168? Consensus amongst everybody.
What do you mean everybody? He's been ranked in the top 168.
Okay. Where was he ranked? I didn't say where was he ranked? Is all I asked you.
What?
Not between
2019, 2020. What do you mean ranked?
Where was he ranked?
What do you mean?
Okay. In 168, where was Benavidez ranked at 168? And I know Benavidez, that's my man. So where was he ranked? When Cinnamon went down there and got where was he ranked? What was his ranking? Was he number 1, 2, 3, 4? In the consensus of all the boxing writers and people that actually matter, what was he ranked? Not your opinion of you being a fanboy. This year, last year, this year. What was his rank this year? Cinnamon claimed it.
I said 1 through 3.
1 through 3 is his ranking. Oh, so he was 3. All right, so you saying he was 3. He can't be 1 because he didn't have a fucking belt. So how can he be 1 or 2?
Wait, then what the fuck do you call Dillian White? How do they call him number 1 in the WBC? What the fuck you mean? The fuck you mean?
Because
he's not explain that shit.
He's not a top 3.
Explain.
He's like, you're really emotional. Oh my God, you too emotional.
Come down to
where is
nigga? Wow.
Right, where is
arguments, man? Like this ain't got nothing to do with Dillian White. This ain't got nothing.
Yeah,
to do talking about
and
Canelo.
We call him about Canelo. All I said was what Benavidez was not ranked
because they think that he has the best chance to beat
exactly.
Canelo Alvarez, but he don't have the best to beat Canelo Alvarez because he did that to himself. He lost his belt 2 times. one from a dirty, and one from losing it on the scale. How is he considered the best of anything when he can't even hold on to his own title?
Exactly. All I said was, where was his ranking? Y'all said he didn't fight the best. Cinnamon didn't fight the best. I asked, what was Benavidez' ranking amongst the 168 pounders? He was not actually ranked number 3, to be honest with you. He wasn't. Cinnamon cleared out 168 in 11 months. So in 11 months, where was Benavidez ranked amongst the people that matter? Not your soft ass opinions or what you think how good he is. Where was he ranked? Exactly.
Let me go right quick, y'all. Like, look, I get what Terry Smoot is saying. Like, I like Benavidez. Like, I can't prove that he's a top dude or that he's above Callum Smith or Billy Joe or Caleb Plant. But I do feel like he has a good chance of beating all those dudes. That's just my personal opinion. And I would have liked to see Canelo fight him before he moved up to cruiserweight. But I understand when you on the level of a Canelo, you really pick who you want to fight. No different than Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather, latter part of his career, same part of his career that Canelo's now in. He's going to be picking and choosing his opponents from here on out. He's not going unless it's overwhelming public demand for a fight that's going to generate 2 million, 3 million pay-per-view buys. He's going to be happy with fighting Makabu on pay-per-view doing 600, 700,000 or fighting him on the zone doing some good numbers. And that's just what it is. Benavidez, like D-Night said, shot himself in the foot. He could have had that last golden ticket. He could have had that goddamn WBC belt if he didn't lose it on the scales. He done it to himself. Even though I feel like David would give Canelo a hell of a fight, he put himself in this position. And right now, he got to live with it, you know what I'm saying? So Benavidez just got to keep doing what he's been doing and winning. And hopefully, you know what I'm saying, he can make enough noise if one of these guys, and maybe he can get a plant fight. Or if Charlo decides to come to 168, maybe he can get a fight with Charlo. But I really don't see Charlo moving right now because he has a potential fight coming up if Jaime Munguia fights Derevchenko and accepts the mandatory. So we'll see how that plays out for Charlo, you know what I'm saying? But I get the argument, Terry Smoot, but at the end of the day, Benavidez, no matter how we feel about him, we just ain't got the proof right now to say that he was better than any of those guys, you know what I'm saying? Even though he had a belt too. And even though that we feel like that he can beat those guys. With that being said, man, let's get back to the essence of the show, and let's hear from my guy Kenny.
This is where we at with it, and I had to make that decision. It's an easy decision for me. It's easy. He lives right across the street from me. I'll be having breakfast with him in the morning. It's easy.
Andre Ward said you didn't stop it because of what happened there. It was about what you were seeing could happen. Was that accurate?
Oh, no, definitely what he did, you know, and Sean was hurt. And moving forward, this guy is, like I said, he's a sharp fighter. And my kid is at a deficit at that point. He can't defend himself like he should. And I had to protect him.
And finally for you, you've been in the corner against every elite welterweight of this era. What makes Terrence Crawford special?
You know what? To just name one thing, I can't. But all things combined, he can do it. He can do everything that it needs to be done. Offense, defense, you know, switching sides, speed, quickness, and power.
Thank you, Kenny. Sean, as always, thank you.
So I want to ask y'all. I want to ask all y'all, starting with my guy, let's start with social scientists. What makes Terrence Crawford special? Is it what Kenny said? Is it more than just one thing, or is it one thing that you can like nail down and say, okay, that's what makes him better than everybody else?
Well, it's definitely more than one thing, but I think the most important thing is his IQ. He's able to adjust to whatever is in front of him. And he has a gas tank, because without a gas tank, nothing you can do even matter. So those are the two most important things I think about Terrence Crawford, is his IQ and his gas tank. Hello?
I hear you. It might go on mute.
Terry Snoop. My bad.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll say with me, I'll piggyback a little bit off of the previous person. I will say Bud's gas tank. We really haven't seen him stop. I will say also his IQ, and I'll also say innate nature. Just because there's at times where he just starts. It seems like he just goes off of instinct, just off of the feel of the fight, and what he's able to observe off of the opponent, just off of the few rounds. What people quote unquote call about downloading data, or he's downloading information. Off of that, then from there he just goes off of the nature, just off of what he's seeing off the field of the fight. So, it's a lot of experience, a lot of innate nature. It's also the gas tank, and it's a lot of the same features and factors that the previous person had mentioned. So, yes, sir.
D Nice, talk to me.
Yeah, I'm with the IQ and the gas tank, but the versatility, the ways he can win. He can walk you down. He can counter punch. He can box off the back foot. He can be the aggressor. He can be slick. He can be flat-footed. You know what I'm saying? He can bounce on his toes. That's what impresses me the most. The way that he can win. Because if one thing ain't working, he can just simply move on to the next, and he keep moving on until he finds, his niche and what works for him. And that worked last night. And I think the fight could have been easier had he did more boxing and came behind that jab, because you seen in round 9 when he started coming behind that jab, it was ball game for Sean Porter.
Absolutely. Fresh, man. I saved you for last because you've been to a lot of Bud fights, so I know you got an up close and personal, you know what I'm saying, like kind of experience, you know what I'm saying? So to you, what make Bud special?
Not just Bud. Mike, I've been doing this shit since I was a little kid. I've been traveling, going to boxing matches. I've been going to see Bud live since 2016, live. Going to Omaha, shit like that. Going to Vegas and shit like that. Dog, he's just a complete fucking animal. Everything y'all said is the truth. It's the IQ. It's the power. And people don't like the dog, but I like the dog that he want to get his lick back. His weakness is that he might get a hit, but that's what boosts him up. That's like he get powered up off that shit, and he comes back with it. You know what I mean? That's his only weakness, is that he like to get his lick back, and I think he don't mind getting hit. That's a bonus to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? He's exciting. He's the complete fucking package. IQ, power, versatility. He working with 2 different sheds, mentality, everything, man. That's just, I seen it years ago, Slab. I only fuck with niggas I fuck with. I tell you who I fuck with, like I used to say when I used to go see Floyd. But like Floyd a different savage. And I'm talking about Pretty Boy Floyd. I used to go see Pretty Boy Floyd. I was like, this right here is gonna be the best boxer in the world. I told people, Bud is gonna be the best boxer in the world. I'm telling y'all right now, Shakur will be the best boxer in the world. Same way I feel about Shakur. I go see Shakur. I know the talent, bro. I'm telling you, that's all I got for you, Slim. Bud is just all of it.
And honestly, Fresh, I'm kind of pissed off because you took mine. You know what I'm saying? You the only person that said it. And honestly, for me, it's the dog. Simple and plain. All the other shit don't matter if you ain't got the dog in you, man. You can be slick boxer, have all the talent in the world. Look at Jorge Linares, got all the talent in the world. Slick can do every motherfucking thing in the ring. Jorge is a bad dude. Lomachenko in the first fight with Tio, if he had a little bit more dog in him, he would have beat Tio, but he started too late. He got to me starting, and he got all the talent in the world. Sometimes it's just about that dog you got in you. No matter who's the opponent, you know who you are as a fighter and who you are, more importantly, as a person. Nigga hit you, man, you won't get your lick back, bro. That's where I'm from. And like today, that's the kind of shit that I respect. You know what I'm saying? If a nigga beat me up, nigga, and I see him tomorrow, we gotta fight again tomorrow, bro. That's just how it is, and that's what I get from Bud, and I love it, man. I'm just one of those dudes that at the end of the day, I look at somebody and I look at them throughout their whole time that they've been famous. But I ain't never switched up. He ain't never changed trainers. He ain't got no different homeboys. He still with the same woman he been with. Got 6 kids with her. You know what I'm saying? He love that girl. Love her like a motherfucker. That's kind of shit I respect. Nigga ain't getting no money and change up who he been with. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, that's real shit. And to me, that's just the epitome of Bud, man. In and out the ring, you get a real ass dude. Y'all want to see me be this cartoon character outside the ring? That's just not that's not who he is. And shit, he a bad motherfucker once he get in that bitch. So with that being said, I think for me, it's the dog. But without the dog, man, like the greatest people or sportsmen in the world, man, like they had that dog in them. Floyd had that dog in him. Like you won't go outthink, outwork, or outbox Floyd. Michael Jordan, nigga, if you spoke disrespectful toward Michael Jordan, he was gonna give you goddamn me 50. And then smile. Kobe, you know what I'm saying? Like shit, Tom Brady. Let a nigga chirp at Tom Brady. Let a nigga chirp at Tom Brady.
That was Tyrann Mathieu. Tyrann Mathieu did that, and you saw what happened with them.
Yeah, by the end of the game, nigga, Tom Brady throwing up peace signs and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, bro. Like I just love athletes that show me a resemblance of having that dog. And speaking of having that dog, man, let's go out to me, the number one fighter, number one welterweight in the world.
Terrence Bud Crawford celebrating. Would you evaluate Shawn Porter?
Well, first and foremost, I'd like to thank God for blessing me with this victory, because without him, none of this would be possible. You know, shout out to everybody from Omaha that came to see your boy throw down. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I love y'all to death for following me each and every arena that we rock. We're going to keep rocking them out. But Shawn Porter, you know, like I said before, I'm going to say it again. I can't say nothing bad about him, you know what I mean? Like, he been in there with everybody. He did what he could. I just was the better man today.
It was a hard fight. It wasn't easy because no Shawn Porter fight's ever easy for the opponent. When did you figure him out?
Round one. I figured that I had to reach. He had to take chances to get in. You know, I was a little stronger than him. And he was just trying to, you know, do what he normally do, maul, and, you know, push me back. But I used my angles and, you know, I pushed him back at times as well.
Was anybody surprised, and this is like for anybody on the panel, was anybody surprised that Terrence Crawford was the stronger man?
I wasn't.
Okay. I wasn't either.
I mean, the guy grew up wrestling, so we know he's strong.
Right.
We saw how he was tossing Jeff Horn around.
Right, exactly. I saw Jeff Horn damn near get body slammed, and I know Jeff. I see Jeff. I see Shawn. Oh, Jeff is huge. Shawn little.
D Nice? You on? Let me nice. You on mute? Let me see. No, okay. I guess he's busy right now.
Everything you expected? Was there anything different?
No. Shawn Porter is a good fighter. You know, he was doing some little slick things in there. Made me think it was a match for a point of time in there.
Did you know there in that 10th round, once you dropped him the first time, that the fight was coming to an end soon?
You said what?
Did you know that after you dropped him in that 10th round, the fight would be coming to an end soon?
Yeah, for sure. I knew I caught him with a good uppercut. And then when I caught him with another left hook, I seen in his face that he was real hard. And, you know, his dad did the right thing by stopping him because I was coming with vengeance.
Errol Spence was right there watching this fight. As soon as the stoppage happened, he walked out. What was your message to Errol Spence tonight?
He was at my fight?
Yeah.
Now that boy said he wasn't gonna never be at my fights, but now he at my fights.
Like I told you, I saw Earl shoes smoking, boy. I saw Earl shoes smoking, Slim. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Man, that nigga Earl is a fool, man. He said, I got to get a
Smoking.
man.
Yeah, sure. I saw sparks in that hallway. I ain't lying to you.
And I believe what D Nice is saying. D Nice said, man, the only reason Earl came to the fight because he wanted to see a upset. He wanted to see a upset. And, and when he go ahead, D.
Yeah, and when it wasn't no upset, that upset the plans. It's like you seen the look on his face. It's like, the fuck am I even here for? Eh? Not about to fight him. I came to call out Sean Porter.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, y'all believe? Whoa. Y'all believe if Sean would have won, he would have called out Sean?
Hell yeah.
He would have been. You want me to tell you what he would have did? Stayed in the Michelob Arena where we all was at. It was everybody out there. Everybody. He would have stayed there. Well, I told y'all that it's levels to this. He's small. We ain't get none of that. He thrown it out that bitch.
Yeah, you probably right. If Bud would have lost, he would have did about 1,000 interviews.
1,000. He was like, man, he didn't even stop. Slim, when I tell you he was out, he was out. Whole crew, his man behind him, big dude behind him, other dude, like, let's go. We gotta get up out of here. And you know, and when I tell you, them Omaha motherfuckers rode deep. So that shit was all Omaha.
That shit right there was deep. That motherfucker show was deeper than bitch.
It was deep. Nebraska hats, all that Nebraska, Crawford sweatsuits, all that shit.
Bud just different, man. I like.
Bud is a. But Mike, what have I been? What I've been banging this drum. Who been banging this drum harder than the motherfucker for years? Me. Telling these motherfuckers, Bud, stop every last one of them over there. Oh, Sean don't get stopped. He's getting stopped. And I got the motherfucking bankruptcies to prove that he getting stopped.
Yeah, I came into the boxing YouTube world preaching about Bud, nigga. I don't know what it was I seen. I just don't, bro. I don't know if it was HBO. I don't know if HBO just did a great job at just showcasing his talent and shit. I don't know, man.
They did.
Man, they did. Bud was a savage, man.
He was
a savage.
Like you could tell like he had a mean streak in him that motherfuckers normally have.
And then, you know, he was supposed to lose. He was a underdog to Gamboa.
Yes. Yeah.
But you know,
first step up, we supposed to lose to him. Brady's Prescott, late notice, supposed to lose to him.
Yeah. But you know what I used to argue with people about? Because you know I'm a huge Floyd fan. And everybody used to say, well, we don't like Floyd because he's too flamboyant, to this, to that. Well, we got Bud Crawford here. Tell me why you don't like him.
Exactly.
He's technically the complete opposite of what everybody hated Floyd about.
Yep.
Bud is that.
Yep. Floyd goes the distance toward the latter end of his career. Toward the latter end of Bud's career, he done turned into a knockout puncher.
But it seemed like, man, and that's what I said. I was like, this motherfucker is a savage, man. A savage.
And that just goes back to what I always say, man. When you can fight close or near to your walking weight, and you ain't gotta lose all that weight, Earl losing and lose all that weight, you gotta lose and lose all that weight, keep ballooning up to. You can really, nigga, if say Bud weighed normally 170 or 165. And you can get to 160 or 163 on fight night, man. You got a big advantage over anybody who's sucking down because you were fighting.
I'm telling,
and that's what at 168 he's close to his walk around weight.
Yeah, and Bud is at his optimum. This is the other problem. People was asking me when you think Bud, like literally, I'm like, when do you think Bud? I was thinking Bud probably wasn't going to get a fight like this. I thought the motherfuckers was just gonna hold out.
So easy.
But it's no slippage in Bud, Slim. I'm telling you, it is no slippage. I don't see one bit of slippage. It's like this motherfucker is right there still. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the? It's like no slippage.
We got to call
34.
Let me go to my guy LV, man. Another big time Bud supporter, man. What's going on, my guy LV Slugger?
Mike Gross, the boss. What up, big dog?
You already know what it is with me, man. Thank you for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and read it while you're online. He says, inactive Keith get KO'd by Bud in brutal fashion. I think Keith need one at least one fight before he fights Bud.
Now Keith need to get back here. Keith need 2 fights and fight Bud at the end of the year. That's how we set up Keith.
Okay.
Give him 2 fights. One fight ain't good enough. One fight ain't good enough. You don't need 7 and 8. You don't need 6 months to have 2 tune-up fights. You know what I'm saying? Get one, get another one. The 3 months, and on that 9th month, that's the Bud fight. What's the problem? Because I think a well-known Keith is the only thing that Mike can get to a decision with Bud. That's it. He probably can get to a decision. It'll be Bud to get the UD, but he might make it to a decision. The other motherfuckers will get stopped.
Keith can box. LV, talk to me.
That activity gonna hurt Keith, man. That activity definitely is gonna hurt him. From what I'm hearing he gonna get a tune-up with Ramos, and try to make that fight with Bud next year in the summer sometime. See what I'm hoping EJ can get that Ugas fight, WBA get out their bullshit and try to let Ugas and EJ make that unification, and hopefully Bud can get that Keith fight before going into the unification. And that'll, if they come out on top, we can get undisputed EJ Bud.
Yeah, but that Abel Ramos ain't no man. That's a tough comeback fight, man.
That's what he need though. That's what you gonna need if you expect to get in there with a Bud. That's the type test you gonna need. A good.
You right. You right.
He's ready for that type of fight. Because if he fight Bud right now after being out the ring damn near 3 years, he will get stopped brutally, man. In a brutal fashion, bro. Straight up, man. After what I seen yesterday, man, Bud just showing his levels. He just on a different level in this welterweight era, bro. Like, for real, what I seen, like, I hope EJ can go and get healthy. You know what I'm saying? Get back active, man. But from what I seen, man, 147, man, he's stopping all them boys. And I think he could go to 154 and give them boys a run for their money, man. Jamel and the champions at 154, Jamel and Castano.
So
what I seen yesterday.
Give me your reaction to what happened last night, man. First time somebody stopped Sean Porter.
From looking at it as a fan, bro, like watching the fight as a fan, I'm like, man, why can't he stop the fight? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, they need to let that man, fight on, because it was a close fight, good fight before the stoppage. But, man, Stone Bone called in yesterday on TBV and made a great point, man.
What'd he say?
That man, Sean Porter, was on that ground shaking after that second knockdown.
That's what D-Nice said. That's what D-Nice. I ain't really see it, but D-Nice said, man, that nigga was fucked up, Mike, on that ground. I said, really?
I told you. That's why his daddy stopped it. He was severely hurt after that second knockdown.
Severely. As a fan watching it, I'm like, man, why he stopped the fight? But going back, I watched the fight right after. Like, I went back and watched the replay. Yeah. Man, I seen that shit with that man shaking on that ground. Go back to after he was stumping, like hitting his gloves on the canvas. After he did that, tried to get up. Man, that man literally is shaking and shit. Like, his body is shaking, dog. Damn. That was a great stoppage on Kenny part, man. Straight up. He did the right thing. He did the right thing.
Kenny stopped that motherfucker. Nigga was shaking trying to get up. He was gonna get fucked up, man.
I'm telling you, that was Porter was banging on that ground like that because he was unable to get up. His mind was telling him to get up, and his body was not reacting. I think that's where that frustration was coming from.
Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. And what I seen, man, I'm definitely gotta leave Bud number 1 pound for pound. I understand what Canelo done did in 11 months, undisputed, but man, we just seen this man stop. None of them names is on the level of a Porter and what Porter done. The names he done been in there with, I'm 2-time champion, never been stopped. Gave some of these top names of this era welterweight, good fights, close fights. And this man just stopped him.
Gave him split decisions. Decisions.
Exactly. This man stopped him in the 10th round. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's number 1 pound for pound. Like I've been saying, he's definitely. And when I say modern, because I know it's a lot of historians that might not appreciate, me saying modern day Sugar Ray Robinson, but I understand the era Sugar Ray Robinson was in, and what he had to go through in that era, 15 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Every month fighting. Like, I'm just saying modern day because we in a 12 round and a 4-belt era. So you know what I'm saying? That's why I say modern day in this era, this time. That's why I say Sugar Ray Robinson. Sugar Ray is understood. He's number 1 or 2, however you want to put pound for pound. His name forever is stamped in boxing. So, you know, I'm not just saying he's Sugar Ray, but I'm talking about this era, modern day Sugar Ray, man. I see them type of, you know, attributes that Sugar Ray had, man. I definitely, man, Bud on top of this shit. So I definitely put him number 1 pound for pound over Canelo and Usyk.
Well,
And I think,
go ahead, keep going.
Nah, that's all I got. So this is my last little point. I'm thinking, you know, Canelo too big for him. He's definitely too big, you know, with him being at 168. But I just feel like if they was the same weight, I feel like Bud would beat a Canelo. If they was way to a weight to where they could fight each other, I think he would be able to beat a Canelo. He'll have to probably fight more like how he did Prescott. If y'all go back and watch that, I don't think he'll have to keep out of them exchanges like what he is now with the welterweights. You know, because that power from Canelo could probably, you know, hurt him. So if he just fight and just box a Canelo, I think he could definitely do it, man. But man, Mike, you keep doing your thing, even though I'm not able to catch you live all the time. I'm definitely going back and watching the replay. So keep grinding, keep doing your thing. And, you know, much respect to you, man. Salute to y'all.
I appreciate it, LV, man. Thanks for calling in, brother. That's interesting.
Yeah, like Mike, if you talking about accomplishments, I don't have nobody arguing Canelo ass pound for pound. But when you talking about skill set, I think it's pretty clear, man, that Crawford sits on top of the mound.
Yeah, skill set. Him and Usyk. Usyk got a nice skill set too.
Him and Usyk.
I can't even deny that Usyk like that sideways step and that left hand, how he disguised that motherfucker and that bitch be cracking niggas. Like, that's nice, man. That's like he really perfected that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he probably do it better than Vasily do it. Nah, I don't know. Vasily do it pretty good. That nigga Vasily, man, he gonna fuck up Comey, man. I'm sorry for Comey.
Yeah, he about to beat the shit out of Comey.
You go to that Vasily fight?
Yeah, because I think if I'm not mistaken, I think Keyshawn gonna be on that fight.
Yeah.
If I'm not, I think he is. I'm not sure.
They say he next up too.
Oh yeah, Key a beast. Key a savage.
What's the nigga that top rank just signed Tigray? What's his name?
On the Mason boy.
Yeah, he's like what?
Yeah.
T or something, Tigray or something like that.
Tiger. Come on, Tiger.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, Tiger won. Like he won. He was on the first. He was the first card.
Yeah, he gonna be nice, man. He gonna be.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm not so sure. Yeah. Heavyweight they just signed. I think he kind of short, but we'll see.
But yeah, man. Yeah, it's like 50-50. I shoot up to New York and go up there that joint.
Man, Javante.
So
we got Figueroa and
Steph, Cool Boy Steph getting a stoppage. Cool Boy Steph stopping him with a body shot.
Oh no, he's gonna
stop him with a body shot. He gonna stop him with a body shot. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. He gonna stop him with a body.
Figueroa can fight, but Cool Boy did impress.
A Cool Boy gonna stop him with a body.
I'm not gonna lie, his last fight when he fought
when he fought Neri, man, I was like shocked. I didn't know Brandon looked like
the fight before. The fight before Neri, the Mayweather promotion fighter, where he beat.
Oh yeah,
man, that nigga up, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, Cool Boy has impressed me over the last couple of fights.
Man, Cool Boy is savage, Slim. I keep telling people. And that 122, one of the best divisions in all of boxing. That's like number 2 or number 3.
I think people underestimate Brandon because of how his brother fight, man. I swear to
God. I don't think so, because people used to fuck with Omar Figueroa. Omar until Omar Figueroa caught all those DUI charges and was inactive. Omar was a savage. So motherfuckers who
that style wasn't that was good for the come up, but on the elite level, nigga, that style wasn't gonna be.
Oh well, yeah, but a lot of people still fucked with Omar. You know, that's all I'm saying. They still respected him as a fighter. Okay. I think Brandon can fight. It's just that I think Steph is one of the best fighters, one of the best champions in all of boxing. I think Steph is a beast. I think he's definitely one of the best champions in boxing.
You got to see it.
He's definitely the best in his division. I just don't see nobody beating him at 122. He's one of the best champions, like hands down.
Once a new way move up, you got to see a new way, man. Simple and plain.
Oh yeah.
I mean, give him all that. I can't give him one of the best and best.
I think
until I see him like I see him.
No, I mean I'm saying champions. He's just one of the best champions that nobody talks about.
Tell me at 122 again. I know.
You got Brandon, and then you got MJ got the other two belts. And he told Steph told me Stephen Fulton told me they're going to push for undisputed in that division because MJ just got his win. So he told me they pushing for undisputed. So once he clipped Brandon, and I'm telling you, he gonna clip Brandon with a body shot. I'm calling it right now. I just don't know what round. I'm gonna bet that shit too. I just don't know what round though, because Brandon's sneaky, so he can motherfucking last. You know what I'm saying? He can stick around to like the late rounds or some shit, but he can also get stopped early. So I can't really call how he gonna get him out of this.
I believe that Cool Boy would be MJ. I wasn't really impressed. I wasn't really by MJ.
MJ jaw falling off a little bit. MJ jaw falling off a little bit.
His power looking regular than a motherfucker.
Yeah. Because if Danny Roman would have had a tune-up,
man, they gave Danny a fucked up ass score too, man.
Yeah, they gave him a horrible score. That score was some shit. But if Danny Roman was active and didn't have that injury before, he should have got a tune-up. That fight, he might have got MJ up out of it. I'm telling you, it was that
too though. He was working. He was working him.
Exactly. He was. But you can tell that tune-up would have helped him a lot.
True.
Because he was coming off an elbow injury, right? I think it was elbow injury.
Kind of injury coming off of. Matchroom was just pushing for that fight because MJ was up and and he got 7 fights.
And
all that shit.
I don't even know what's happening with Daniel Roman because he's supposed to be. I thought he was gonna fight Aleem. I don't even know what happened to that shit. That shit fell off.
Did he?
That would have been a good fight.
Didn't Daniel sign with Al Heyman or somebody?
Yeah, but they were supposed to. It was supposed to be like the Aleem was the winner of Daniel Aleem was supposed to fight. They had a little tournament going on. That's why I say 122 is probably the second best division right now in boxing behind 140. So I'm telling you.
Nah, man, 154 was still.
Nah, they not. They slowed down too much in 154 now, dog. They slowed down a lot.
They got
it's no fight.
What's up?
I'm gone, man. Salute the show. Y'all boys be easy.
All right.
All right, Slim. Be easy. Be safe. But yeah, 154 slowed down. You know, 154 was my division. I used to fuck with 154 and 140, but 122, they making the fights right now. 122 got some bangers.
154 got a dude coming. Tim Tszyu, he coming, man. I'm telling you, motherfuckers.
Tim. They got Tim. They got Conwell, but they got to fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now it seemed like the Charlo and Castano holding up shit because people trying to jock to see what's going on. Are them two gonna fight before we start fighting? You see what I'm getting at? Because if they start fighting, then a motherfucker get out the elimination. So you see, because Lubin ain't trying to fight because technically he's supposed to be fighting Charlo. And technically, Sue's supposed to be fighting Brian, but they trying to figure out is y'all motherfuckers gonna fight in that?
I think Mel got like a mandatory or some shit.
Mel got two. Well, Mel got 2 mandatories. He have the IBF mandatory, and then he have Lubin, who's been a mandatory for 2 years.
All right. Let me get back to the audio right quick with Terrence.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, you see what I did, compared to what he did. So
that's what happened. As soon as the stoppage happened, that's what happened with Errol.
Hey, listen. My thing is, who number 1 in the welterweight division now? Oh, okay. I love it. Who are you talking to?
All right, now the future. What do you want next? Who do you want next?
Well, you already know who I want. I've been calling them out all day. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll go up to 154. Maybe if Spence get his tail out his butt, he'll fight me. You know what I mean? Whatever. You know what I mean? I will whatever.
It wasn't about sending a message to Spence, you said, but in the end.
Damn. That nigga said if Spence get his tail out of his butt, maybe he'll fight.
He ain't lying. He ain't lying, Slim. Boogeyman Bud. I told you that. He ain't lying.
That's disrespectful. That's like Wilder asking AJ, nigga, do you squat when you piss?
He ain't lying. The proof shows you. You can tell by the way that man moved last night, man. I saw that shit live and direct. That man got up out of there, man. He ain't want to say.
Yeah, Fred. You make it seem like a motherfucker was in prison or something, nigga. They got his ass about that bitch or something last night.
They got him up, and remember also they didn't want it because remember when Bud wanted to go to the ring and the ring after the Danny fight, them Texas motherfuckers like, nah, we don't want you up there because you gonna act the fool. We know how you go. You know what I'm saying? Bud don't play with these niggas, man. Everybody know Bud crazy, man, for real.
Bro, the real one, my nigga.
Bro, the real one, dog. Everybody know Bud crazy. He don't give a fuck.
That's just what you do, Bud.
You stopped him when he couldn't. What does that mean about you?
It's just styles make fights, you know. I look at all of us. We all great, you know what I mean? We all talented. We all got different styles, you know. He won, I won, so I just look at it like, you know what I mean? No matter how the outcome go, at the end of the fight go, as long as you get the victory, that's all that matters at the end of the day.
What'd you say to one another?
Huh?
What did you say to one another?
Oh, I love him. You know what I mean? Sean Porter is a real good friend of mine. You know, I told him, you know what I mean? I really didn't want to fight him. You know what I mean? We always said we was going to fight each other, you know what I mean, when the time is right. And I guess the time was right for this fight to happen. You know, I was looking to fight other champions in the division. And, you know, since I couldn't get that, I had to go to the next best thing.
Damn, man. Bud didn't really want to fight his friend.
Man, they got it. Be like that. They fought. They got him out. I mean, hey, they was like they put that they threw that dog out there. You know how it is when you trying to see what it really is, and you know they threw that dog Sean out there. Sean, go see what's up. But like that Rambo, like you know when they threw the dog at First Blood, nigga, had the dog run up in the joint and Rambo threw the dog back down. That's what happened.
I said that same shit before the fight. I'm like, man, they got Sean up here as the sacrificial lamb. They about
Right?
to get this man slaughtered.
And then Tom Brown was there. I asked Tom Brown. I was like, y'all got a contract? Y'all should have came with a contract. What's the problem? What a contract at? Y'all know that this man last fight. Everybody know. Where's the contract for Bud to make the fight Earl? That should have been already there. You know what I'm saying? We should be talking about. We should have Twitter shit right now talk about an offer was made for Bud Crawford to fight Earl.
We got a call coming in right quick, y'all. Going out to my guy over in England. What's going on, Ems?
What's going on, Mike?
Hey, man, give me your reaction to everything last night, man. Were you surprised that Bud did what he did?
Mike, you know I wasn't surprised, brother.
I mean, yeah, I know. I seen what you put in the chat, you know what I'm saying? But I thought you was trolling.
Nah, bro, that's exactly what. I knew Paul was gonna retire as well.
How you hear about Sean struggling in training? Because like you said that shit hours before Kitty said the shit.
Come on, man. We don't reveal sources out here, man.
I mean, I ain't saying reveal sources, but goddamn, I'm giving you credit. You know what I'm saying?
We got eyes everywhere, bro. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Nah, at the end of the day, bro, like Bud did what I thought he was gonna do. To be honest, I told you he's gonna stop Sean. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't expect Sean to like give Bud trouble like that he did early on. You know what I'm saying? Bud seemed like he had a little bit of trouble figuring Sean out when Sean had more energy at the beginning. Yeah. But Bud figured that out. He realized I switched southpaw. He got to travel more distance to come across. You know what I'm saying? And now I could counter up just by stepping back one time. And that was just discouraging Porter to the point that Bud was initiating the engages after the 5th round. So I looked at it like, yeah, exactly what to do. Huh? Say that again?
He agreeing with you. He agreeing.
Yep. I was in there. I saw it. After that 5th, I mean, it was just different, bro. Like, I don't know. It's weird because y'all see it sort of different than when we see it in the arena. But, man, Bud was clipping him. I'm telling you. He had the harder punches. He just was landing them shits. I'm telling you.
No, you saw watching the fight on TV and shit was like, you see that, you could tell the shift, the momentum shift. Like if you know boxing, you know that there was a moment where Sean run out of ideas.
Nigga, body language, nigga, tell it all.
Mike said on the stream, he said he started bouncing, so the energy was a bit low, and Bud realized I could time him if I go southpaw. I could time him easier. He gonna jump in, I'm gonna hit him, and Sean don't even cut angles. He just put his head down and just got smacked.
Damn, bro. That's how you bro.
That's his defense. That was his defense, to look at his shoes, bro.
see if it's tight. See if his shoestrings tied. Then he gonna come in. He don't want to trip over his shoestrings. He's like, I don't want to trip over my shoestrings. Let me go with it. All right, we good. Let's go.
But yeah, nah, sure. I like Mike knows, as I've been saying for years, Bud gonna beat Spence, but at this stage it's even more clear because
it's not gonna be it.
What Spence is good at, Bud is better at. People say Spence got power, but it's clear to see Bud hit cleaner. So he hit sharper, he hit cleaner. So that power shit, it's about accuracy with that. And then Spence he's normally known to dog fighters with high work rate, stamina, all that. I think Bud fitted in him by the looks of it. So I don't see no way for. And then the southpaw, he goes southpaw. Your advantage to the backhand body shot is gone. I feel like it's night and day. Like if you don't know by now, you need to know that. I feel like the people that give Bud the most.
Here we go.
I'm gonna say it, Mike. Bro, you know, Mike. I know.
Here we go.
You know what I'm saying? It comes true. So
I see what you said in the chat. Go and say his name, so I can.
It's two people from eye test. But
go ahead.
I'm more confident. Like Ennis, you see the eye test. He's a bit of a problem, but we ain't seen him long enough.
I ain't talking about him.
No, I know. I'm gonna say that first, but we ain't seen him go 10 rounds against a tough opponent. So we're gonna leave that for another day. But I got more faith in Josh Taylor now against Bud.
Oh, you. I can take that. No. They don't even want that. They don't want that fight. They don't want that fight right now. The momentum changed from the weigh-in to after Sean Porter fight. They don't want that fight right now. Trust me.
They never that fight, bro. That fight. Yeah. That's a future.
I know. Exactly. But they were talking about that fight happening summertime. They don't even want it in the summertime. They don't want it.
Bob wanted next.
Bob wanted
No. Bob is lying. They don't want that fight. They're lying. He's lying. He's just trying to stall to keep Bud. They keep Bud. Just keep Josh Taylor name. They don't want it right now.
Fresh. Bob is 90 years old. Bob tries to get all the good fights he can.
Yeah, that's what.
Nah. Bob, they not making that fight. They gonna wait. They gonna try to wait. They gonna wait to the 20. If they can get Bud, if they can afford Bud, I don't know. But in 2023 for Josh, I don't think you're gonna see that Taylor and Crawford fight in 2022, bro. It's not happening.
You won't see straight away. Bud gonna go for his Errol, and Taylor already said when I move to welterweight, I'm gonna acclimatize first 1 or 2 fights. I'm not gonna go just straight in with champions. So.
And so that's what that's my point. But the whole their whole thing was they want to stay. They were talking about after the mandatory. Remember all this after the mandatory Catrell. They're talking about Bud in the summertime versus Josh Taylor. That's how they were. That's how they were looking at it.
Yes,
from the beginning. But from the beginning, all this was in the beginning. Like I said, I was here days before an event. All that was what they were talking about. Now, after this fight, things changed in the ESPN Rome about this. I'm telling you, they're not interested in that right now.
ESPN don't want that because all they have is Josh now. So if Bud ain't coming back, you know how they are with this shit now.
Bud have been in 15
straight. Let me go to the fight.
15 straight world title fights, bro.
Yeah, an animal.
That is insane.
An animal.
He deserves all the credit he get, bro. And I know Mike. I told him,
an animal.
The big day gonna come when you get Errol. Nah,
man, I'm telling you, boy. That they come.
Back to the Taylor stuff. Back to Taylor stuff.
Taylor ain't ready.
The reason I say Taylor, right, I say he has a better chance than I thought. Looking at last night's fight,
he got a better IQ.
He got a better IQ. He big up. And I don't mean bigger like to bully him. I mean like for range and shit like that.
Yeah, talking, but
and he's southpaw as well.
Yeah.
So he's used to fighting orthodox and southpaw. You mirroring each other now. It's the way I saw Porter get rounds. Now I feel if Bud go in the fight, like, I'm gonna stop Josh Taylor instead of win this fight outright, I think it could go bad on the points. I'm not saying stoppage and shit like that. I don't know about all that. I'm saying
no, tell it getting stopped. Tell it getting stopped.
I don't think he can stop, number one. I don't think none of them can stop, really and truly. But in that fight, I think
he's getting stopped.
Because why do Bud stop most of his opponents? Let's be real. He wears them down because their gas tank ain't right. Taylor got a mean gas tank too. So
I'm a huge Taylor fan, but Bud stop him.
Those are the two that are going to give him the biggest test at 147. Is Josh Taylor.
It's only one person that can give him and Bud is still win by UD. The only motherfucker I can see, like I said earlier, that can escape from that get knocked out is Keith. A well-oiled Keith. A well-oiled Keith is the only one that have the skill set to avoid, because he can fight backwards better than everybody else. And Keith can avoid from getting knocked out from Bud. If Keith don't want to get knocked out, he can know how to avoid from getting knocked out. Now, when Manny clipped him, that's different. But Keith is the only thing that can probably go 12. But Bud is still UD him though. He UD Keith.
Keith got a
Ramos' first fight. I don't think he even wins that, to be honest, bro.
Keith got
if Abel Ramos' first fight, I'm betting on Abel Ramos.
Yeah, it's tough. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I disagree. I don't think Abel big enough.
When's the last time Keith dropped someone?
But the pressure though, man, Abel gonna bring.
But that's nah. So do y'all think Abel Ramos is? I'm not. I mean, but remember, Mike, wait a minute, hold up. But remember, Mike, I told you about if they didn't make. Remember, I don't know if you remember this. I told you if they didn't make Bud versus Porter, that Abel Ramos was on the table for them. Remember, I told you that?
For who? For Bud?
For Porter. Oh. For Porter. No, for Porter. Oh. And then I said Abel Ramos was on the table for all of them. That was the backup plan. So due to the fact that they were able to make Bud and Porter, that's how Abel Ramos got the key fight.
Yeah, man. I'm just saying, like, for your first comeback fight, that's a tough one.
I don't think Abel Ramos. Abel Ramos. I think Keith beats Abel Ramos. I think he beats him convincingly. I don't know why y'all think that's gonna be a tough fight.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm telling you, bro. It ain't gonna be no walk in the park.
Okay, and it's Abel Ramos. What is Abel Ramos? Y'all, I don't get it. Why do y'all think Abel Ramos is this dude? Like,
it's not necessarily Abel. It's more so Keith.
He almost got Keith up out of there.
It's more so Keith, man. Like, Keith been out of the race for almost 3 years.
I got you, but Abel Ramos is not that good. So it's the reason why Keith picked the fight. So remember, they can't force Keith to fight nobody, right? Keith picked him for a reason, right?
You want to fight though, fresh?
I think it's a bit more than, unless, like, to be honest, if Keith been working hard for the last year, he should win. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, easy win.
From what I know of Keith,
yeah.
Won't be able. He not gonna be ready. I feel. I feel like he's like Sean Porter is put out. He just need a payday.
Yeah, I mean, Keith is gonna clean Abel Ramos up. Abel Ramos is just a filler fighter. I don't know why y'all are excited about him. I mean, he's all right, I guess. I don't know, but he's just filler. And Keith, inactive Keith will beat him. You convincingly. It won't be close. It won't be close.
This stage, maybe 55-45 to Keith, but Keith got to show me.
Nah. I know. I'm not even a Keith fan. I mean, Keith's one of the worst champions ever, just by the way he moved. But I still got to respect his skill set. I can't go out like that.
He got a skill set.
Interested in this shit.
He got a skill set similar to Kell Brook, and he got a better chin. Like Keith got a good boxing skill set. Like, he can really box. But
man, Keith can box backwards. That's what's so good about him. Like, god damn, this motherfucker can literally throw punches and be accurate moving backwards. That's what sets him apart.
But we're not gonna act like he ain't been like getting worse and worse progressively. from where he was.
Yeah, I mean, we agree to that, but we don't. But I think where we disagree is y'all think that Abel Ramos is the guy that can prove something. I don't think that's the guy that can prove something. That's all.
I just have it like, in my head, Ugas better than Furman at this stage, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, nigga. The Porterway podcast might be the most watched boxing podcast this week.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Them motherfuckers came in that joint. They came in that joint. They and you know what? When they came in, they looked like they knew Sean was going like a funeral. I don't care what y'all say. I was like, them motherfuckers came in. They ain't say nothing. They just came through the joint. They just like, man. I was like, y'all know that boy getting stopped, man. They know he was. They knew it was an uphill battle, man. They knew it was. It was different, man. But different.
Yeah, Porterway podcast gonna be hot this week.
Oh yeah, them motherfuckers gonna be on fire. They gonna be on fire.
We gonna be boy.
They gonna be on fire.
We gonna hear what Sean got to say. But what's going on? Anthony, you want to say before I get to this press conference?
Yeah, I just say shout out to Sean Paul. Congratulations on a good career.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day,
Go ahead, Am. Sorry about that. Am, you put me on hold and you got to call. I'm gonna hang up. Go ahead. Hello.
Yo, yeah. Shout out to Sean Paul. I don't know. I gotta go.
All right, peace out. Yeah, boy. Wow. That nigga retired, man.
Course of the night. But here we are. That's it. I'll allow you guys.
Money on top of motherfucking money. What's going on, New Money? How you living, brother?
Money on top of money.
How you living, my dog? Can you hear me? New Money. Yeah, you're going.
Yo.
All right, there you go. Talk to me, man. What's going on?
What's going on, bro?
Another day in paradise.
Yeah, I hear you. Congratulations. I see you popping on the gram and shit.
You know how it is, man. You gotta talk your shit when your boy do his thing.
Talk your shit, my nigga. So talk to me, man. What do you think of that Crawford performance?
I mean, I thought it was gonna go the way it went. If you caught my show on Thursday or on Friday, I predicted Terrence Crawford by a late stoppage in rounds 9 through 11. Came in round 10. I just felt like knowing Terrence Crawford and like what I've seen from Terrence Crawford, his boxing punch selection is some of the best in boxing. You know what I'm saying? His timing is some of the best in boxing. And knowing Sean Porter and knowing how Sean Porter fights, and especially going against somebody who probably gonna make Sean Porter frustrated, comes in with his head down a lot. Comes in with that Brahma Bull mentality that I'm just gonna get there by any means necessary. And doing that against Terrence Crawford, man, just not the best thing. And Bud did what I thought he was gonna do and caught him with a shot.
So after this performance, Top Rank are very biased with their commentary, as everyone knows. But like, where do you put Terrence in the pound for pound list after this? Because obviously he said, look, after this fight, we've got to review the pound for pound list and questions have got to be asked. So like, where does he fare in your pound for pound right now? After Canelo's done what he got.
We're gonna tackle that tomorrow. That's tomorrow's show, you know what I'm saying? Who's number one pound for pound, Bud or Canelo? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna definitely address that. But to me, I think the proof is in the pudding. You know what I'm saying, man? Go out there and do something that ain't never been done before. Man does it to a opponent that is a elite opponent that's been proven, that's been through the gauntlet, that's been in the ring with top guys who never done it to him. I think there's some legitimate questions that have to be asked, and I'm gonna ask them.
Okay, I hear you. But let me ask you this though, man. How did you score the first 6 rounds?
First 6 rounds, I maybe had it 3-3. maybe Porter up 4-2, maybe. I don't know. I think I had it 3-3 though.
Okay, but ask me this question: Did Bud look vulnerable at any time in the fight?
Not really, because to me, he got comfortable. He was kind of showboating the hot dogging a little bit in that motherfucker, man. He was teasing Sean. He was smiling at him, man. It seemed like he always knew that, like, hey, I can pretty much do what I need to do. And then when Bomac gave him the instructions, like, bro, go get him. Shit, he went and did what real champions do. Go get the motherfucker.
But he did. I'm not gonna lie. He did look like he got hurt.
Yeah.
He did look like he got hurt at the start. His knees kind of buckled and kind of his leg kind of stiffened a bit.
I don't know about that, man. I wouldn't say he got. To me, I didn't think he got hurt. But hey, different perspective.
I mean, he looked like he tried to poker face it with a smile, but look, I can't remember what round it was. It was near the start. I think it might be round 3 or some shit like that. But like, I was legitimately like, oh shit, like I wasn't really too comfortable because if you follow me on the gram, you obviously know that I've got an ongoing bet right now, and Crawford's in the bet. So when I was watching the fight, like, to me, the performance wasn't that convincing. Like, it wasn't like world class. It wasn't like undeniable. Like, everyone's saying like the eye test, but off of the eye test, I think Canelo's the better boxer than Bud, if I'm being honest. And Jaron Ennis looks like he's way better than Bud, to be honest, at this moment in time, right now. That's just my opinion.
I kind of have to sort of agree with this guy. What's your name, bro?
New Money.
That's New Money.
New Money. Yeah. I mean, I thought Terrence, as you know, as compared to how I'm used to seeing him, I thought Terrence looked a little sloppy in his exchanges. I thought he was missing a lot of blows and stuff. He didn't look as sound as I've usually seen him look. So
that's what
I have
happened.
to kind of agree with him.
Another elite welterweight. I don't know if Caleb Plant and Callum Smith and Billy Joe Saunders were necessarily elite, but they were good boxers. But I wouldn't put them in the same category as a Sean Porter, a two-time welterweight champion who's been in the ring with everybody who's there to be in the ring with at welterweight, and none of those guys were able to do what Terrence Crawford was able to do to him. So I just think.
No, hats off to him for that. Hats off to him. Like, he did get the stoppage, and he was the first person to do it with Sean Porter. So you gotta take your hats off to him. Definitely, 100%. What do you think the next fight is for Crawford? Because I doubt it will be Spence.
Gifford. And in this year, where that's a point of emphasis,
I'm trying to figure out how to turn the fucking volume down to this goddamn what's it called? Let me see. Mute that motherfucker. My bad. That shit's still on. Next fight for Bud. I don't know, man. Like, he got options, bro. Like, I would want the Errol Spence fight, of course, but whatever Bud wants to do, like, he a free agent, so he gotta figure out where he's gonna be where he's gonna be fighting, or if he's gonna be a free agent, if he's gonna do it like the way Floyd did, you know what I'm saying, or the way Canelo's doing it right now. So we got to see what Bud decides to do when he gets done healing, I guess, or gets done resting.
All right, another question for you. If they make this, if the Spence and Crawford fight isn't for undisputed, does that take away from the fight at all?
Not to me. I think we all can agree that they are the two best fighters in the world. I mean, fighters at welterweight. I don't think that's even a question about.
Yeah, but so what? It doesn't take away from the fight at all. That it's not for all the belts.
No, I wouldn't. I don't think it does.
Okay.
Do you?
Okay. Well, I think it would just put the cherry on top of the cake if they did. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think we've waited long enough for the fight.
They had so many great.
I think it's only right that it is kind of undisputed. Obviously, I don't know about this Yuga situation. The WBA seem like they're trying to fuck things up. I don't know what, like, you probably know more about me than that. But right now, are they gonna budge or what?
I don't think. I think they're gonna go with their tournament, man. I don't think they're gonna give you guys any kind of leeway. I think they're gonna go with this tournament.
I don't understand that at all, man.
Like, I mean, sometimes WBA do what WBA want to do. Simple and plain.
Yeah, but I'll got to put up the money or something, man.
I mean, I don't know, man. It's what it is. With new money, man. And then you want to say before I get to the next call?
You know, it is money on top of money. I'm a professional sports bettor. I bet on sports for a living. If you are interested in making money, just hit me up on Life's a Gamble _101. That's Life's a Gamble _101. That's on Instagram. Yeah, I've got pics on there. I'll give you information. I'll answer any of your questions. And the proof's in the pudding. I consistently always win on boxing. Yeah, hit me up.
All right, no money, man. Thanks for calling in, big dog.
I love Mike, man.
Yep.
Respect.
All right, let me see. Let me see what we got up next, man. Let me get to this.
Hey, Sean.
You know what? I understand my dad's position, and he saw. I took too many shots right there, clean, and it's not the Port away. That's not what we do. It was bad defense. Hands were down, and I think part of me is just wanted to get back and was careless, and then the other part of me was a little out of it and not able to defend myself quick enough. So, again, I understand what my dad's position was there, and I didn't expect it though. But when I saw it, I was okay.
Sean, one last thing, and maybe Kenny, you can chime in. How do you think Crawford would do Spence if that were his next fight? How do you think that they would match up? You were in there with him.
Terrence is, everything, you kind of use that word different, and different describes the way somebody is, and you're not really being able to describe exactly what they are. So you say that they're different. And that's exactly what Terrence Crawford is to boxing. He's different. It's like you can't really pick up everything that it is that he does. You just know that he does everything more than exceptionally well. I felt like in the fight with Errol Spence Jr. going 12 rounds, I felt like it was not as tough as fighting Terrence Crawford. So hopefully that answers that.
Sean, take us through a little bit of the 10th round as you came out. How did you feel you were doing on the scorecards? And just take us through that a little bit.
What's up, TC? I wasn't quite sure, actually. And I think this is one of the first fights that my dad he didn't have the, you're up, you're down. We didn't have any of those conversations. We literally going round by round. My dad did an excellent job in the corner. Gave me some really good
Yeah, man, it's tough, man. Sean Porter had to retire, bro. Sometimes that's just how it is, man. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you get to a certain point in your career where you really gotta hang it up. Look, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and end this show, man. We got a lot to talk about tomorrow. I'm gonna save a lot that I had planned because we had guests, you know what I'm saying? We had a panel today, so we had a lot of different people talking. So shout out to my guy Rumble Fresh, D Nice, Terry Smooth Jr., social scientists, everybody who joined the panel today, everybody who called in. I appreciate it. And tomorrow we'll pick up this topic again, talk about what Bud should do next, where he should go next, if he's pound for pound number one. Sean Porter, how do you look at Sean Porter as a fighter? Great career. And yeah, man. Salute to Terrence Bud Crawford, man, doing something that no other welterweight has done. And big ups to my guys, social scientist, man. Anything else you want to say, brother, before I cut on out?
Nah, man. Shit, just a great performance from Terrence. Great showing. You know, like you said, did something that nobody else ever did, and show who he is. Got everybody putting him in the pound for pound conversation, demanding a Spence fight. You know, I love it.
All right, big dog. Salute, man. Thanks for being on the show today.
Salute, brother.
Shout out to my guy, social scientist, man. Until next time, man. Y'all know how I get down. Yes, sir. Oh, gotta. Drop that.
Sometimes you gotta give people their flowers.